Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
I feel like I was just so enraptured with what he was saying. I'm like, wait, what? Hey there.
I can't wait to see them.
Right? Who am I waiting for? I am Jeremy. I'm going to be hosting and running this here game, or rather helping to make it happen. I feel like you all have a pretty solid handle on what's going on, and you're going to tell more of the story than I am tonight. So I'm all good with that. Why don't we do a round of introductions? Let's start with, I wrote this out so I wouldn't forget, and then I don't have it up. Let's start with Annika.
Hello, Annika here. I am on most social channels as Anine Wonders. That will be in the chat for you if you want to say hello and connect with me as far as playing a game now or later. And I will be playing Shivali this evening, who is a fighter turned bard moving away from a life in the arena to life on the road. And we're very excited to find out where the heck this possum is.
Indeed. Why don't we throw it over to Andrew after that?
My name's Andrew. I still haven't written an intro. My socials are in chat. I play Sidwell Softstone, regular schmegular human bard, who is mostly a coward and is here for fun.
Well, we should see how that turns out tonight, because I feel like there's going to be a little more emotion rolling around with some of the things you're going to find. So I'm wishing Sidwell the best.
Okay.
And speaking of Sids that are not Sidwell, Sid.
Hi, I'm Sid. Tonight I'll be playing Relic, the Tiefling Monk Sorcerer. Super excited to find this possum, or as Kev calls it, a raccoon. Aardvark. Animal of a distinct animal. Marsupial. Trash panda. Love it. Socials will be in the chat. Follow me, find me, talk to me. I need friends desperately, please. And that's me.
Awesome. Last but not least, Kevin.
Sid, we will come and find you. We will talk to you. I promise you that, my friend. Hi, I'm Kevin, and I am found on the socials at KevRan Games, and I'm returning tonight to play Danner Bramblethorn, our very favorite halfling nature cleric who's a little bit rough around the edges and is kind of stuck with these youngins as we venture along trying to restore the Tome of Beasts. I'm happy to be back. I'm also in the Vaesen Isa game, which is on Sundays right now, and I'm going to be in a Mothership game coming up soon too, but stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm happy to be here and happy to be playing again, so thanks.
Nice. You know, it's funny because I always read it and I've never heard you say it before. I never caught that it was KevRan Games. I always thought it was Kevrin.
So yes. See, it's a play. It's a play.
Right. That makes way more sense. And once again, I'm Jeremy Hochhalter. I actually so I don't know if I've said this before, but I have creatures in each of the Kobold Press Tome of Beasts, and so I have like a certain vested interest in the books that I enjoy. And one of those creatures may or may not make an appearance tonight, so at the end you'll all have to let me know who or which you think was mine. But
that's so cool.
With that in mind, we ended last time, or rather I guess we should say last time there was a Tome of Beasts. It's a magical giant book that was left to sorry, I almost said Kevin Danner. Still getting in the zone. It was left to Danner, but also there was one of your fellow students previously, Zivabeg, was very upset that you inherited this from Kohaku, the teacher that had left it to you after she apparently has perished. And so in a brief struggle, the tome was cracked. There was a gem on the cover that was cracked and its magic leaked out, and as that happened, ink just poured from its pages and released what looked like creatures that were running around really from you, like fleeing the area. And so you've now taken it upon yourselves to go and recapture these creatures using a little amulet that you had found in Kohaku's goods, or in her domicile. Does that all sound right? Did I
Definitely.
miss? Okay.
Yes, with the strength of the Poke Gem, we shall catch them all.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Annika said, with heart so true. You know, we'll
our courage will hold us through.
That's right. I have ultimate Poke Gem shirt on. And so at the end of the last game, you were trying to find this strange aardvark, maybe raccoon,
rabbit,
possum, that was just randomly stealing shiny things and sticking them into what is apparently a bottomless magical pocket or pouch on its belly. It led you into the gloom wild. Oh, I forget.
The Hollow Wild.
Hollow Wild. Thank you. Not gloom anything.
It might be gloomy.
It is gloomy. So in the Hollow Wild, you noticed there were all these caves in a gorge, and you had gone down into one and heard voices. And we ended as, I believe it was Relic had seen what looked like a large Hydra with 3 heads. And so there was a, do we leave? Do we go? But the Hydra was talking to itself and potentially another voice. And so you weren't really sure what was going on. Hydras don't talk, right? And so you started heading in when what looked like a fairly decent sized and chonky capybara came waddling out, stopped and looked at Relic, and was, I believe the last words you heard were, "What the fuck?" And so at that point, he says, "Don't you know that there's flesh-eating spiders?"
And all I'm picturing is us turning kind of like the Scooby Gang, because as far as I know, we were kind of holding rope and tied to each other too. So
yeah, I believe you do not. Yeah.
Maybe if we don't move, it won't see us.
I think I can still understand it. It said, "What the fuck?"
Oh, that's a bit weird.
What are y'all doing in here?
Can you understand us?
Of course I can understand you.
Is just Shivali understanding this?
Nope. Speaking common.
Speaking common. Okay.
We're here. We're looking for a possum. It ran off with something.
A possum? No, I haven't seen a possum. There's definitely flesh-eating spiders down here, though.
Yeah, we don't want any piece of that.
Relic, you're kind of the one up front. What are you up to up there?
I just whisper, if we stay very still, be really quiet, maybe you won't notice we're here.
Oh, are you talking about me or him? And he lifts up a hand and gestures back to the Hydra.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Relic, I don't think he's gonna eat us.
Oh no, I'm already full. I had a really full lunch. My friend back there got a bunch of spiders, and we, kind of cracked them up. They're not as good as like lobster, but I really thought they were tasty.
Yeah. Well, we're also looking for some creatures that are roaming around. We have this book, see, and I'll hold up the tome.
Oh, that's a big book.
Yeah. And some monsters got out of it. We're trying to go around and get them all.
Monsters?
Right.
Wow. And at this point, you hear like this heavy footstep series of like footfalls coming towards you. The ground shakes beneath you a little bit. Relic, into your line of vision comes the Hydra, and all 3 heads are just kind of staring at you.
Well, seems to me that we have company.
What are you doing in here? Don't you know that there's flesh-eating spiders?
Yeah, we were told you'll have to talk to the party leader here, and I'll point to Sidwell. He's the brains of the operation, and
there's an operation.
Sidwell's
Is someone sick?
fully frozen, still listening to whatever Relic said. Absolutely not moving.
I don't think he's doing very well. He's an awfully strange shade of green.
That's how he always looks.
Oh, okay.
I puke.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's normal.
We all have these days, you know.
That's not.
it's a greeting in his culture to do that. It means he likes you a lot, so you know you should. He's offering you a gift. It's like when wild cats bring dead mice home to their owners. You know, he's bringing something to you because it's a housewarming gift.
No, I totally understand. I had a dog once that did the same thing. If you threw up, well, he would throw up, and then he would just eat it afterwards.
Well, you're more than welcome to eat his vomit.
No,
That's
I'm
fine
good.
with us.
Thanks, though.
Okay, yeah.
One of the heads, you do notice, Relic, kind of like looks to the other, like, "Are you sure?"
I mean, if he wants to eat it, you're welcome to. It's customary. No.
No, I'm full of spiders. Thanks, though. Well, so why there's monsters, and you said you're trying to find a possum?
Yeah, have you seen a possum?
I mean, I've seen a possum before, but I haven't seen a possum today.
Question.
How about a bald, really ugly gnome, really long beard? Have you seen him around?
Or better yet, how about a dragon with a human face?
Right, yeah. There's that thing too.
You don't have a beard, right, Danner?
Oh yeah, no, he has a beard. Yeah.
Okay. So they both stop, look at each other. One of the hydras continues to stare at you, but then they all look back at you. Is this a trick question?
No, this is this.
Then yes, I have found your bald, bearded, ugly gnome.
No, see, I'm a halfling. See, that's where you're confused.
Everything was correct until you got to, the gnome part. This is a halfling.
Whoa, are you sure?
I look at
Stay in
Danner.
the forest.
I look at Danner and just look him up and down. Yes.
Is there a way further down into this cave? Like,
are you asking out loud or are you looking around?
I'm asking out loud. Absolutely.
I don't. There was some smaller holes back there that the spiders came out of, but I don't know where they go.
One more question. Do you belong in this book? I hold up the book.
Well, I only looked. There wasn't a Hydra entry, so.
Why would someone like me belong in a book?
Question to ask.
Yeah. There was what? Right. Why would someone like him or myself?
I flipped to Capybara. Flip to see. Suspicious looking.
I don't. Okay, I mean, maybe we kind of came out of the book and we just wanted to, go get a lunch before, going back or something.
Yeah, I heard you had a great lunch with spiders.
I'm
quite delicious.
I'm an inside check that Capybara. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
I like it.
As soon as I can find inside, submit.
It's that 10.
I got a 10.
Yeah.
I think you still have
Capybara
advantage.
has given you. Oh, what does? Oh, one to use.
Well, yeah, I think unless the ones from last session are gone, but I think
we
you
should have
hadn't used
leftover
yours,
ones.
Relic, so
Oh yeah,
you should still have one, maybe even two.
Yeah, we should have left over one. Anybody who didn't use them last session still has one.
Yeah. Submit.
I think
The 10 is still the high.
Is that 3 better?
You're not really sure which of the stories is true, because the capybara has now told you that yes, they do belong in the book, and that no, of course not. Why would they come from the book? But
I believe
really,
them 100%.
Why is there a hydra and this strange talking capybara just wandering around?
I turn to the party. I believe everything they say 100%.
But Relic, didn't you hear 3 voices? And we're looking at 2 hydra heads, and you saw 3 before, right?
Oh,
so
there's three
happened
three
to
hydra heads.
the third? No, because there's a capybara now and a 2-headed hydra, right?
No,
3.
3-headed hydra.
Oh, it is 3-headed. Okay. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, here's what I just want to say to everybody, if it's okay. I just want to say, and I'll grab the Poke Gem and I'll throw it right at the Hydra. Go yoink!
You're gonna throw it at the
I'm gonna
hydra?
throw it because we don't know how to use it. So
like a Pokeball.
Yeah, just gonna throw it at him.
He goes whizzing through the air. Go ahead and roll a Dex or Strength.
Roll strength.
Whichever you'd prefer. I can do it all.
You do whichever's highest for you.
Okay, that's
strength.
probably gonna be my strength, I would assume.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Just a regular straight up strength check. Oh yeah,
Sure.
Strength can be higher. That's a save. I don't want to roll that. Check. 11.
I mean, you throw it and it just kind of like tinks off of its chest and looks down. That was uncalled for. And the capybara will like waddle over and pick it up, and he sits back on his haunches. What's this?
It's a necklace. It's a talisman.
You don't even know what it is, do you?
Yeah, I was trying to present you with a present like my friend here did with his vomit, and I was hoping that maybe you would like that.
This is a Pokegem.
Yeah, that's what it is. How'd you know that?
How did you get a Pokegem if you don't even know what it is?
Well, it was given to us. A friend of mine recently passed, and she left it to me.
No, Kohaku's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's terrible news.
This just got weird. As I whisper to Sidwell, this just got weird.
And at the same time, I actually want to mind link with Danner. And in Danner's head, I want to say, aren't you supposed to bring the book over too? And then I give him a bonus action to respond if he wants.
Okay.
And then I like, if he looks over, I'm just giving the thumbs up. Like, yeah you got it.
I kind of look back and forth between you and Sidwell, and I kind of understand maybe what you guys have been doing, and I'm like, well, actually, if hold on for a second, let me show you something. I'm going to go over there with the book. I'm going to open up to the blank page where the capybara would be if it was in the book. See, now this is a blank page, and the Pokegem, it lets us know what goes in here. So, let's just stand here for a minute, maybe check this out, and I'm just going to stand there.
It sounds like you've got at least half the thinking correct. Okay, let me explain this to you, because obviously you didn't get like a talking to or any kind of instruction manual. So this is a tome of creatures or beasts, right? That Kohaku has apparently left you for some God's known reason, and this is the amulet that. So if you okay, so we know that we'll end up having to go back anyway, because we can only stay so far from the tome while we're out anyway. But so before I was this magnificent creature that you see before you, I was an actual creature, and probably still am, I guess. Although I don't know. Maybe I'm dead too. Now, that's terrible thinking. Okay. Anyway, we're not going to think about that stuff. We're going to think about why the book used to have these amazing, moving, realistic pictures, right? So I met Kohaku, and she'd never seen a creature like myself before, And so she asked if she could put a copy. She called it something like a Xerox or something. I can't remember what it was. Some kind of capture, and it would essentially create a slightly moving picture of me in there. And I thought that was pretty cool. And like, I've spent many years in the Tome, and there's certain things we know more of what's going on in the world. If so when Kohoku would spend a long time reading our page, then we'd hear everything that was going on, or if we were a couple pages away, it'd be muffled, but we could still understand it. So we know we're going to go back to the book, but we really just kind of want to come out and have, some lunch before, going back.
That's totally fair.
Oh, but so here, you take this. He hands you the poker gem.
Well, actually, I think maybe you should demonstrate for me exactly how it works so I can use it on other creatures while you're out here having fun, maybe.
Oh, okay. Are you ready to go back? Well, I guess so. Are you gonna stay looking like that? And the Hydra begins to diminish in size, and it's like kind of teal, blue, green scales altered to this strange red as it comes into this more like humanoid form with 2 legs, 2 arms, and a strange kind of ogreish or kind of ogreish head. And it settles into its shape, not much larger than you, a little bit. Okay, well, I suppose. Okay, so what you're gonna do? You just held the book, and one of you, or you can do it. You also held the amulet, the poker gem.
My motion for Shivali to come over.
Jaunt over.
You're gonna will it to activate. Okay.
Activate.
Okay, see, I haven't done it yet, so I just wanted to see if you caught on. I haven't activated it yet.
I see.
But it takes a little time because it has to really adjust to what is the creature and what is, and you have to will what is it about the creature? Is it the creature, or is it something on the creature? Like, is there another creature that's like, okay, we'll start with the basics. I'm going to will my friend here, the Mangus, back into the book. Okay, I'm really gonna do it this time. Okay, ready? And much like the Bill B, the Mangus just slowly begin to glow with that blue inky light, and separates and flows through the amulet and back into the book. And as he does so, the page fills up with a pretty realistic version of him on it. But it looks like the Hydra heads are bursting out of him as he transforms.
And at that moment, I lean over to Sidwell and I say, when we write the story, it was a real Hydra.
Absolutely. And I didn't puke.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Fair.
Definitely not. You could say that you scared the Hydra so bad that it puked.
There, you're a genius.
Thank you.
And what's your name?
Oh. My creator didn't give me one because he didn't think you would ask that question. Terrible. My name is Sidwell.
That's not going to be confusing at all. So that's great.
Why would that be confusing?
Well, I'll tell you what, Sidwell.
Long story.
Yeah. Why don't you? I'm gonna try it now. Okay. So here, we're gonna try this again. We'll demonstrate on you. Okay. Ready? Here we go. All right.
Someone else is going to have to take this.
I got it.
You go.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was nice to meet you. I hope that, someday you'll stop and, hang out with my page or something, and maybe have a nice... You can't really talk with me, but if you want to talk to me, I'm always down to listen. If you want to tell me your feelings.
Well, sometimes it's better to be alone. So, yeah, in the book...
As it keeps talking, I just start holding it up, and you just see Shivali's face just go into the book.
Get in the book. The book is your home.
I choose you.
As you focus on the capybara and you want it to go into the book, the same effect happens where it dissolves slowly into the blue glowing ink and redraws itself on the page.
We did it, guys. 2 down. We barely had to trick them. 3 down. Yes. Been too long in the forest. I don't remember how to count,
I think they willingly went into the book. Did they not?
Right you are, Relic. Right you are.
I don't think we had to trick them at all.
And Danner's gonna lean down to the book and go, "Thank you," into the book.
And then Shivali leans into and says, "We miss you already."
And the image kind of goes.
And I slam it shut. Oh, okay, so I flip back through the book again. How many more we have? And I'm gonna just do a quick count of how many are still
quite
missing.
a few dozen.
Okay, we got 38 left, so we should get to work, everybody. Yeah, I think we need some montage battle music, right, Sidwell?
Absolutely.
Not Sidwell in the book, you, Sidwell.
I pulled out my lute and started playing.
Nice. Are you still trying to figure out where that possum is?
Absolutely.
Because you still have that magic up for a little while at least, because it lasted an hour, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so as you're hanging out there, it feels like it's definitely shifted. It's more back out the mouth of the cave. But it's hard to tell whether it's underground anymore or not.
So the possum's out, not in this cave anymore. We should probably leave and maybe I could feel it again, see where it is. Head that direction.
You got it.
Okay.
Is Relic going to lead us out since it's still dark, or does Danner want to give us the light?
Well, the sunlight from the cave mouth is...
Oh, okay.
Oh, because I was going to say, I did just walk away and forgot that. I forgot about the rope, literally.
Take us out, Relic. We want to, this is a group effort here. Let's get everybody involved, so. We're still tied together, too, so.
Then I was holding the rope. I didn't tie it to myself. I was just holding it.
We're all tied to the rope. So
I'm just at the cave of the mouth, turn around and say, "Hey, where do you guys go?" And I'm just looking and come on. You're wasting time.
You just tie him to the stalagmite and leave him there.
It's been 3 months. You think we would have figured out this whole, work as a team thing, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, I'm following. Here we go.
We follow
okay. So everyone heads out of the cave. It's a little blinding as you head out, but the day's still kind of overcast, not raining any longer. And Sidwell, you definitely get a sense of where, or like the direction that the possum is. It's definitely not where it was when you headed into the cave. It's moved over a little bit more back towards town, but further away from you, more off to the east.
All right, I'm getting a sense it's to the east, kind of closer to town. Should we head back? I want to get out of here.
Let's do it.
Okay. So everyone heads back towards town following, and you're kind of, it's almost like it's either just scampering around or maybe it is still underground. You can't quite tell until you get closer to it. But following Sidwell is kind of like following a drunk person home, where you're like kind of walking through the forest and then you get into a field and there's, Sidwell's just trying to keep track of where this thing is going. And sure enough, you find yourself back in town and there's the soft golden radiance cast down on you from this very large polyhedron floating in the air with multiple arms sticking out of it. You'd seen this thing come out of the book or reform from the ink out of the book earlier today, and it had floated off over town, so you are kind of closer to it at this point if you wanted to try and take care of it.
I completely forgot about that.
All right, team, huddle up. What do we want to do about this? It's a perfect way to build our team work exercises. So what do we think, Shivali?
What are we even looking at? And she just is like, what the heck?
Well, weird, crazy polyhedron glowing thing isn't exactly what it's listed under, so I'm not sure what it could be. But is there any sort of check we might be able to make, Jeremy, to be able to tell what it is?
Sure. Yeah. If anyone wants to make a religion check,
Ooh,
you can do that.
I shall. I actually have proficiency.
Let's do that.
And I roll a 9 with proficiency. That's amazing.
Rolled a 10, baby.
Nice.
Just keep on
Nice.
rolling.
Shivali got 14.
Ooh.
Excellent. I mean, it's probably the weirdest looking thing that you've seen, at least today. That's for sure. You're not really sure what it is.
Sidwell peeks again.
This time it's a little more liquidy, kind of dry heaving at the end.
It's got too many hands.
Too many.
It has a lot of hands.
I'm just like tapping his back. Like, that's okay. Just let it all out.
Yeah.
Let it all. Yeah. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just let it all out. This is okay.
And then as that's happening, Shivali turns to Danner. It's just like, every time.
Yeah, it's boy's got a problem, that's for sure.
Like those fainting goats, but with vomit.
So how far above us is it?
So it looks like it's hovering maybe 30 feet in the air over some buildings in that direction, but it's pretty obvious from where you are.
So let's just say hypothetically, if a check was made to throw, I don't know, a halfling.
Are you gonna
like at
fastball
it?
special me?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Kevin is always down for a fastball special with a halfling character, so
So you'd have both, right? Because you need the book and the gem.
I think so.
So
yeah.
So
you
you just get launched with both of them.
Just remember,
Alright.
it does take some time for it to like
You just gotta
start
land on
the
top of it.
process.
Just gotta throw them good. So okay, so I have two abilities. They're both bonus actions, right? But I like to activate them and then attempt to, make the toss.
Okay. So you have
And
to
would,
get
like,
closer to it in the town, but you could definitely you could even get on top of a building, like if you went
Yeah,
upstairs or on the
yes,
roof. That'd probably be easier
Mhm.
than throwing him 30 feet in the air.
Shove me down
Well,
off
it
of the
would
building.
have
Well,
been
and as we
20,
get-
but yeah.
As we get closer, like, what is the art? Like, is throwing him at the arms, like, does it look like that would hurt him? Because if it's like lava, I don't know if we want to throw him at
I can
it.
take it.
Make a
It's okay.
perception check.
Okay. Oh,
It's
not
definitely
great, not
glowing
great.
with-
It's
yeah.
a 7. It's a
Definitely
7.
glowing with some radiant light, but it's hard to tell if there's any heat coming off of it.
Gosh, I'm just blinded by the light.
Another
So,
runner in the night.
So I'm going to throw Danner, and that's plan. That is one plan. Does anyone else have another?
I mean, Dana seemed
I mean, can we
pretty on
start
board
by
with
talking
this.
to it? Can we just see if it wants anything?
I don't know. I really want to throw
I mean-
Danner. I think that'd be cool cool way to capture it. I could throw Sidwell. He seems light enough.
I'm lighter, that's for sure.
Than the halfling. Danner's actually squatted down. He's got the book in his hands that's open, and he's got the Pokeball. Oh, I'm sorry, Pokegem. The Pokegem
well received.
around his neck, and he's like ready. Do it.
Yeah, he's ready.
So we're going to, is it because it's getting a little further? Do you want me to? He's 30 feet.
Toss me. Let's go.
Okay, he said it. It's
Yeah.
happening. It's
think
too
we're
late to
doing
stop the
this.
train.
Do you want to
Yeah.
throw him at it or like onto the roof next to it?
At it.
At it. Okay.
He needs to touch it, right?
I mean, that hasn't been the case at all yet.
Oh, right. That's my understanding.
But-
So I'm gonna throw him at it.
But if
and
that
then-
is totally what you think, then that is
Yeah.
A-okay by me.
okay, so I want to do two things before I throw Danner, right?
Okay.
So I have two abilities. One, so I'm a wear the astral self monk. So what I want to do is summon my astral arms. Spend a key point for that. No. Spend a key point. These big reddish, these reddish arms just appear over mine own, and then the next thing I want to do is for my sorcerer. I'm a storm sorcerer. That's the source of my magic. So I want to use my tempestuous magic and summon whirling gusts of air to fly up 10 feet and then throw Danner the rest 20.
Gotcha. Nice. All right. Why don't you make a athletics check?
And as this is happening, can Shivali just kind of move to like be ready to be where he fall, wherever that may happen?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be fine. Before you roll,
can I get inspiration
from these
bards?
is there any way that you could, Danner, that you could help Relic throw you? Can you think of anything to help out?
I had two things. One, I was going to see if I could perhaps cast enhance ability on him to make him stronger.
Absolutely.
And also to be when he's throwing me. I mean, I have other spells too, but that probably seems to be the most useful one in this specific situation. So what I'll do though, because he's got to throw me, is this whole time we're concocting this plan, he's buffing up. I'm pulling off my armor. I'm dropping my shield. I take my mace and I'm putting all this stuff into Sidwell's arms, so he's like getting all like discombobulated, like Nodwick or something. And then I'm gonna get ready, and I've got the book and I've got the poke gem, and I'm like, do it.
All right.
Just in your mind, Danner, you hear, "I'll be ready to catch you." Worst case.
So I'm gonna cast enhance ability on you, Relic. So you're gonna have. I'm going to cast Bull Strength, basically. So you're going to have advantage on strength checks.
Nice. So when you do your athletics, roll at advantage.
All right. Anything else? All right. Let's see if this works.
That one. I'm just kidding.
So advantage athletics, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see where we.
17. That's not bad.
17.
Yeah.
So, Danner, you go flying up, and you're almost there, and you kind of. How are you? Are you like? Are you trying to land on top of it? Are you trying to like focus your will to like catch it while you're up in the air?
Kind of both. I'm focusing the whole time I'm flying, and what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to either land on top of it, or I'm going to try to land like kind of with the book, hook the book around one of its weird arm things that's flailing around.
Gotcha. Why don't you make a, what should we call this? A dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at those.
Yeah, as a cleric, you should be, right?
No. A natural 1 for 2.
Oh, excellent.
The natural 1 was mine. You know what though? I'm a halfling.
Oh,
so I get to
true.
re-roll that because of my halfling luck.
You do.
So let's roll it again, shall we? 9 is not that much better, everybody.
It's not a one. It's not a natural 1, right?
It's not. But you know what though? I'm going to use advantage from the chat. Can I do that? Double advantage?
Did we get a thing?
Well, there was the one from last week I had.
Last time, sure.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay.
So do you want to use the 18 on that roll?
I want this. All right. Well, if I rolled with advantage, it's the other one that has there, so it's an 18.
Yeah, 18.
But I probably should re-roll.
Right? No, I'm good with using the 18.
Okay.
That would have been an advantage. Nice. So as you go sailing through the air, you definitely feel that Relic has given you enough of a boost. It was really kind of a strange sensation with this gust of wind pushing him up, and then you like throwing you on top of that. You go shooting up, not quite above it though. But you manage to like reach out and like you're trying to hook the book around it and stuff, and it's just too weird. But you reach out your arm, and one of its arms grabs you, and just is holding on to you. And then it like puts you in, and like another hand comes down and takes you under the armpits like a child, and like slowly hoists you up to stand on top of it. It's kind of weird because there's like essentially this, not carpet, but like these various limbs sprouting out of it. So you don't have a lot of room to move, to like stand on, but it kind of holds you in place there.
Nice. Yes, I dropped to my knees, straddled on its back, and I look at Sidwell and I'm like,
Holy
play
shit,
some music, let's go, come on.
I drop all of your armor and then I'm carried.
It's weird because when the armor hits the ground, it sounds like boom, boom.
I pull out my lute and I start playing.
I look over to Sidwell and like, I can't believe that worked.
Me neither.
And as the final countdown rises up off of his lute, I'm going to focus. Yeah, I'm going to focus and try to put it back in the book.
Okay. So as you focus your will to put the creature back into the book, you're looking at the book as the ink redraws it and the words take shape again. And it's revealed that it's some kind of archangel, actually. Fairly unique amongst its kind. And then there's just a sense of being free, of having nothing holding you down or up as you fall 30 feet to the ground. I believe Shivali was waiting to try and catch you.
Yeah, so with that, I just, as you realize you're falling, in your mind you say, do you trust me?
Yeah!
And then I use my psionic energy as a Kalashtar to spend a psionic energy dice so that I can do telekinetic movement.
Oh, nice.
And since he is a willing creature that I can see within 30 feet of me, I can move it 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see. So I just, right in front of me, I'm just like, you're there, but you're here.
That's awesome. Nice. I thought you were going to say, do you trust me? And then let it hit the ground.
Thought about it.
All right. Yeah. So your fall is seized by unseen means, and you don't take any damage from the fall.
Yeah, I do a jump up and high five her. Way to go, team. That was awesome.
That was a much safer. Why didn't you do that before I threw him? That was much safer.
You didn't ask.
I asked for another plan, but
I liked your plan.
Yeah, it was a great plan and it worked, so that's all that matters.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Sidwell comes running up with all your armor and everything. Like,
Oh yeah.
there you go.
Thank you, Sidwell. I start putting it back on, getting everything all ready to go. I hand the book to you for a moment while I'm getting ready to go.
And just as we're kind of getting all settled again, you just hear, like, you can tell Shivali's got some kind of idea. She starts tapping around. She's just like, I have the tiger. It's the real. Like, she's like, wow, that's a great moment we just had.
It's a beautiful team. Beautiful.
We had so many 80s just pouring out of this group tonight. I don't know what's going on. I can't decide if I want to give you inspiration or make sure you never, ever get inspiration again. I don't know. Just kidding.
Let us know what he should do, chat. Let us know.
Right?
We haven't found the possum yet.
Jimmy's gonna make it his personal mission to stop us from getting inspiration in any game we ever play anywhere.
So you've now captured 4 of these creatures. It's actually getting later in the day now. You spend a good deal of time just really walking back and forth from the forest, but also kind of just grasping what's going on, planning these various shenanigans that you've pulled off. What would you like to do? You definitely get the feeling this is going to take time. And the capybara did tell you, Sidwell did tell you that they can't go too far from the book, although he didn't express how far was too far.
Well, we can maybe try to lure them closer to us by keeping the book in one spot, maybe? Like there's only a certain area they'd be able to travel to, but we don't know how far that is though. But
Maybe we should maybe rest up for the night and maybe try again tomorrow.
Yeah, and if we keep watch, if anything gets curious and comes in close, we could try to catch it through the night.
Okay. Where are you going to rest up? Are you going to go back to the academy and see if they have rooms for you? Do you want to go to an inn?
I think we should try to go back to the academy. I mean, I can make us like a little camp, so to speak. I mean, the bard's probably like a little bit better than that, but I can make us a little campsite.
I mean, there are places in the building that you could sleep if you want to go inside.
Do you think gang to the bards want to make some money in the local tavern? Since we're going to go rest up anyway.
I guess Shivali would be thinking more along the lines of the college at least knows what's going on with the animals, so if anything did come up, it's less questions, whereas trying to explain this to somebody that doesn't know what's going on would be its own little adventure.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
You know, Shivali, why don't you make me an intelligence check?
Sure. I think that's fair. I'm not good at that. Oh, nat 20,
and then you roll
though.
a 20. So as you're voicing this, you know, that the college knows the beasts and everything, it dawns on you that, I mean, this book can't be the only references to creatures that the school has, right? So maybe if you find out like what creatures might be out there, if you hear reports or you've seen one of them, that you might be able to find some more information before going out to like try and capture them. It just crosses in your mind.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. So as we're talking about this, Shivali just kind of sits back in her thoughts and kind of reaches out to Sinan, who is her quarry Kalashtar spirit. And the sense that Sinan is giving is just kind of what you were talking about. So as they're talking, like, is that what we want to do? She kind of is like, no. And you can tell it's almost like she's saying it without really knowing why she's saying it, but just, no. We should talk to people. They may have seen something. And like, it's almost like she's stringing the words together as she's talking.
Nice.
So maybe we go back to the school and ask around and see if anybody has seen anything.
Okay.
They might have other books too. We can maybe see if they know what a human-faced dragon is.
It's horrific.
Or
That's
what
it
the
is.
raccoon. Or see, I called him a friggin' raccoon again. You know what the possum is. Possum.
Hey, Shivali, do you have inspiration already?
Do I have inspiration? No, I don't think I have any inspiration.
Take inspiration for me, please. In fact, all of you take inspiration because that was such a great planned out thing. And, you know, Sidwell's doing what Sidwell does, therefore also deserves inspiration.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Yay!
All right,
You're
so
in character. Woo!
you decide to head back towards the school and maybe do a little investigating before wrapping up for the night. But on the way, Sid is going to tell us what happens.
Oh, me. Oh, I'm so sorry. So we're on the way back to the
academy.
School, the academy.
Yeah.
How far of a walk is it?
It's however far you need it to be.
All right, it is 7 years.
The longest.
The
The other
SpongeBob
direction
picture comes up.
Yeah, the other direction took you like maybe an hour, but then time runs
Go back.
completely differently this way. Yeah.
So on the way back, we're happened upon. So we have to camp out, right? We have to camp out at night. So we're camping, and we come upon a cabin in the woods. Yeah, and turns out this is a little base for some bandits. So you know, bandits. we get in a bit of the party gets into a bit of a skirmish. You know, they're tougher than they seemed. You know, we don't come out completely unscathed. So after the battle, and so we take time, we set up camp in the now abandoned cabin since it's cleared out to heal and, you know, gain our bearings for the rest of the journey. And amidst this downtime or rest, we're attacked by a creature and ooze made of coagulated blood, pus, bodily fluids, and bits and pieces of flesh and body parts.
What noises does it make? I really want to.
It's gross.
It gurgles. It just. That's just what it does. Yeah. Oh, that is horrible.
Wait,
that's bad.
I don't know if I can do this without laughing.
I don't know. We can't really hear it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, my cheeks can handle that. Thanks.
So it turned out it's an animated awful. I'm gonna call it awful because it's awful. An animated awful, and it's attracted to all the healing magic and potions, and so it just kind of crashes through the window and throws the whole party off guard. And in the ensuing chaos of us trying to figure out what the hell that is, and also Sidwell throwing up, we kind of get separated a bit into the woods, and it turns into like a horror light Scooby-Doo mystery, just running through the woods, and this thing is just slurping its way along, trying to get to Danner specifically, since he's a cleric. He was casting all the magic spell, the healing spells, so he's trying to get there. So what we decided to do, we noticed how it glommed over all the other bodies of the bandits. So we took a body, poured a few healing potions on it to try to lure it in. And while it was busy having dinner, we snuck up behind it, whichever direction is behind of it, and fortunately got it back into the book and out of that whole horrible, horrifying ordeal.
Good job, Scooby Gang.
Yeah, right at the end, Chevalier goes, "Jinkies."
That was messed
pulls
up,
off
guys.
its mask. Right. Pulls off its mask. It's like, I would have gotten away with it too. It wasn't for you kids. Meddling kids.
For some reason, the possum's there, just talking with all R's, and then he just leaves.
For some reason, it's the cop for the body as it goes back into the book, but then it's gone when we try to get it.
And they're off to find the possum once again.
Well, thank you for your narration.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. All right. So afterwards, you end up heading back to the school. It's pretty late at that point. So you go in, and Nezra is actually hanging out. It seems like she looks a little haggard. She's tired. And it looks like she's been taking various notes as she looks up at you all. Oh, I'm so glad you're well. I haven't been able to get any word of you all day. How did it go? What? Tell me about it.
Well, I tell her about the 5 creatures we've captured, and just tell the story as it all happened. Just very abridged. I mean, there's no sense to bask in the glory of things. That's what the bards can do. But
so there's reports that have been coming in of various sightings throughout the town. So obviously get some rest tonight, but tomorrow I have leads for you.
That's great.
Anything that seems pressing?
Nothing so far. There was a lot of discontent, a lot of worry over some floating thing with arms and all that, but apparently it disappeared. Was that one of the creatures you captured?
Let's just say that Danner believed he could fly.
Oh. Okay.
That's it. Like, that's an explanation.
Would you like? I have accommodation set aside for you if you'd like.
Oh, that'd be great. I mean, I usually sleep outside in a hammock, but I think I'll make an exception this time. Have you heard anything about Zivabeg? Has his little rascally ass been back, or
There hasn't been any sign of Zivabeg since the dragon took him.
Good. I mean, that's too bad. We should have to find him.
Did they go off in a certain direction? Did you notice at all?
I think you all noticed that they flew off to the north.
I think we'll focus here in the south for a couple of days just to be sure everything's okay.
Really get that thing some time to chew on Zivabeg for a while. Gotcha.
Really and truly, I think we're just trying to avoid the human face of a dragon. It's not even about Zivabeg. It's just that thing is creepy.
So it was unsettling for sure.
It had a human face.
Yeah, like yes.
You didn't see it.
Oh no, I was kind of not at an angle to notice it, but that's interesting. I recall something. I'm going to go do some research, but I'll let you know if I find anything.
Great. Yeah, let us know.
Oh, Cheryl over here will take you to your rooms.
You're very kind.
Okay. Is everyone turning in for the evening? All right.
Yeah.
Are we gonna play any music, Sidwell?
No, I'm gonna go to bed.
Any students?
Song of rest. He's gotta go to bed.
I need to sleep. This is a long day.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I think Shivali at least wants to do something musical or bardy. Is there like a spot, like a common area where students might be hanging out?
There is a common area, but you don't see anyone out there. Seems like everyone has turned in for the evening.
Okay. Then we'll let it go.
I mean, you're welcome to play a solo.
Yeah, but if there's nobody to play it for, what's the point?
All right. So go ahead and take your long rest if it matters for anyone. And
It matters.
Sidwell,
fairly early. What's that about Sidwell?
Sidwell writes in his journal about his day and remarks on how cool everybody is and how amazing everybody's backstory is, and just kind of remarks on how his normal life is just normal. And yeah, just kind of remarks on how incredible everybody seems to be.
Nice. He's going to become the chronicler of your adventures here. I love it. So fairly early in the morning, even before the sun has arisen, you're woken by the sound of a slamming door. It happens to be your door as Nezra comes rushing in, and she runs over to Danner. Sorry, I forgot your name for a second there. Danner, wake up. There's some creature loose in the White Crow Inn. Apparently, it's just tearing the place apart, and people are in danger. I need you to go and take care of it.
Yeah, of course. That's perfect for my friends and I. If they're not awake yet, I'm going to go with my mace and just crack on all their doors. Wake up. Wake up. It's time to get up and get going, kiddos. Let's go. Oh, Shivali, you're already awake. You were ready to perform something downstairs. No audience in here?
Not this early in the morning.
Man. Back in my day when we went to college, we were up all night. We had to skip classes in the morning. Nobody had class early first thing on Friday mornings. It was a thing, but getting a little ahead of myself. Relic, you're good. Sidwell, you're good.
Yeah, if I have to be.
Are you feeling any better, Sidwell?
I have to be.
I'm feeling all right, just being, living.
Thinking about your situation here, and I made you this poultice here. Should help your stomach so you don't puke every time we do something.
These monsters are scary looking, man. I don't know.
It's true. It's true, but you got to man up. This is all part of the stories you're going to have to tell. You got to tell the stories. Relic's got to do all the drinking. Chevalia's got to do all the dancing, and I just got to, I don't know, deal with it. Do the healing, I guess. I don't know. Whatever it is I do.
Your hangovers. Make Pepto-Bismol.
And like building off of the pep talk, Chevalier gets excited. Like, yeah, Sid, like I could take you to the arena. That's where you really learn some showmanship.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. That's a great idea. We should round all these monsters up into the arena. We can maybe have like a little group of the monsters that we control, and there could maybe be somebody else who has the monsters that they control, and we can just throw down.
Yeah, like an arena battle.
Yeah, the crowd would love it.
There could be different regions, different creatures.
Yeah.
There may be masters involved.
I like it. I like different schools we could set up. Yeah.
We could be, an elite four. Be the champions.
That's so true. We'll talk.
It's about this time.
We'll shelve this for now, but I think it's got merit. I think there's definitely something to this.
Yeah, as you're sticking the pin in it, you're doing so because you realize that you are right at the gate that leads back into the entrance for the White Crow, and indeed, you can hear people screaming inside and things smashing around.
Okay, well, game faces then. Did she tell us what was just screaming?
She did not. She heard that there was a creature.
Okay.
So what you're looking at right now is a several story inn made of stone that's surrounded by a stone wall. Having spent many years here during your school and everything, you know that there's a gate that you go through that leads back into a courtyard, and from the courtyard you can actually enter the building. What would you like to do?
Chevalier, can that spirit thing that you have, can it see through the walls or anything weird like that?
Not that kind of spirit.
Okay. I'm learning,
Is there a window nearby?
There are windows.
I jumped through it.
Sure. It's actually broken out, so you don't even need.
Is there one that isn't broken?
Sure. Yeah. There's two, one right next to each other.
Jump through that.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. You jumped through the non-broken one where there's.
He looked for the one that wasn't broken.
It's crashed.
Why don't you make a dex save for me on that one?
It's amazing.
I took a step back and just crashed through it. Dex save. 19.
Nice. Yeah, so he just steps back, dives through the window. There's a sound of broken glass. As you tumble through, land on your feet, you're behind a bar. There is a maybe a middle-aged woman. It's kind of hard to tell. She has a towel pulled over her head. She's crouched down in the far corner from where you are, and she looks at you from under the towel and goes shh, and then pulls it back over her eyes, and you can hear smashing noises coming from probably above you.
I look out the window. I said, Danner, there's an old lady in here.
Oh, well, say no more, I guess.
And I just turn back and say, hey, come this way.
We have to be quiet. It's gonna find us.
What's going on? What did you see?
I don't know. It's this lady. She says,
"Oh, old lady. Old lady, what did you see?"
Are you climbing through the window?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the window that he broke through.
I'll give him a boost if he wants or needs it.
I'm gonna say
I actually
are a halfling
because she gave me a boost.
So you're gonna push him through the window?
Not like I just assist however he needs, kind of like a spotter's ready situation.
Watch the goods.
Hey, you're the one who put your arm through my body already.
That's a good point.
That's a callback to when I was gaseous form and he just waved through me. For anyone who wasn't here last time, I'm just going to explain that now.
Yes. Yep. I was waving through her. I was
it wasn't as
sniffing.
awkward
it was
as it sounded.
Yeah.
Sidwell, what are you doing?
I clamber in after.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And are you following as well, Shivali?
Of course, but there's definitely acrobatic little like, haha.
Would you like to roll in acrobatics to see how it is?
I'm afraid it could go poorly, but sure.
Believe in yourself. For I believe in you.
Right?
Oh, it's beautiful. 18.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah. It's a little awkward because now everyone's standing behind the bar and kind of crammed in there, but it just makes your landing all that much cooler.
So I do a
Bounce on
little
our
like,
heads.
And as you're all standing there, you definitely hear smashing, some things being broken and maybe thrown around upstairs. Sounds of feet.
Care to explain?
What did
As
you
I
see,
talk to the
old lady?
I have no idea. It was it was like an ogre, I think, or something.
Did it have 3 Hydra heads out of its chest?
No,
How many arms did it have?
I don't know. I hid when it came crashing through here.
could it go invisible?
I tried to.
You should probably leave.
She looks at the window that you broke and like kind of scoots her way through you all and climbs out the window.
I'll help her out the window.
On either side, actually. Shivali goes to the other window side.
Thank you. And she climbs through.
Good. I thought for sure she was going to make us pay for that, so good. All right. Well, upstairs, shall we go? Shall we see what it is? Or
Yeah, maybe try to be quiet about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to verify, can you all see the new map?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Then who is heading up the stairs, which are over here on the right?
Relic.
Okay. Who's going after?
Hey, Sidwell, did you take that poultice? You ate the
No.
whole thing, right?
I'll do it right now.
Yeah. Eat the whole thing. It tastes like literal shit, but just eat the whole thing. Okay? It's going to get you through this, I promise. Okay? Just eat it.
Twisted.
I trust you.
It's
And
literally
Shivali is hearing this
Just
exchange,
is.
just starts following Relic like, gross.
Right?
All right, let's go. I make sure he
See, I
eats
know
it.
the things that I eat keep, me regular. So if, I'll just feed it to him after I've used it.
You
Oh
are what you
You are what you eat.
That's it. I'll go up last. So
Okay, so we've got Relic, Shivali, Sidwell, and then Danner. That sound right?
Mhm.
Okay, you're going to do this quietly, I heard. So why don't we do a stealth check? Please. Nice.
3.
9.
Nice.
15.
Nice.
I got 14.
Okay. Relic, as you're nearing the steps, you hear these heavy footfalls, and it sounds like there's several of them upstairs as things are smashing around. Maybe this thing is chasing people around. You do hear screaming every so often. And you notice that there's bits of food all over the place. There's broken tables, broken chairs. So really this area that you're in is difficult terrain until you get to the stairs. And then Danner just like scrapes against something. It's just like of his armor. And the sound of the stomping stops for a second. The sound of the stomping stops for a second. Sorry, I had some alliteration going on there. And then it picks up again, and it seems like it's coming closer. And you see this massive, strange form push its way through the stairwell towards you. It does look kind of like an ogre, but there's something attached to the back of the ogre as it pushes itself towards you. It's like squeezing through this area, and it mushes out part of the wall that's like encasing the stairs. And it, as that happens, part of what's behind it falls out as the wall collapses. And an enormous ogre thing that seems to be many ogres somehow connected together emerges out of the hole in the wall and crashes down amongst you all. It does not look happy. It does not look peaceful. And so what I'm going to do is have you roll initiative.
Giddy up.
Make
Holy
sure you click on your
cannolis.
token before rolling initiative so it goes into the tracker.
Oh, yes.
Sidwell pukes again.
This is war. This one was fine.
Potion
She
does not
works.
help.
I am not.
Oh, nice job, Sidwell.
Well, I mean,
My first action is to puke. It's extra hard because of the poultice.
Get stuck.
Tastes funny as it comes out.
right? All right, perfect. Let me just verify I've got everyone in there.
Don't know
I'm
why
missing.
Mine is not working.
That's all right. I'll throw you in.
It won't let me select my token.
I will fix that here
Let
just a
me check
moment, just in case. All right, so Dana, you got a 13. All right, so Relic. This happens. It's like it doesn't look like it's fallen prone, but it's like picking itself up. So all of its legs and arms are facing downward, but it doesn't really seem to hamper it as it moves through that area. What would you like to do?
100. So what exactly did it do? It just came down the stairs and just crashed.
Yeah, it looked like it was trying to come down the stairs and ended up like smooshing its way out. It broke through the wall that's encasing the staircase. So now you're kind of standing next to a broken wall with the staircase on the other side.
Right. Okay. So, and did we make it up? Did we make it up the stairs?
No, it didn't even. It heard Danner and came crawling back down here.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at it and then cast lightning lure.
Okay.
So all my tattoos light up like in a bluish hue, and
So cool.
you see the lightning gather in my hand, and I clasp my hands together, and when I pull them apart, it turns into a rope, and I just throw it towards the ogre-pede, and it would be a DC 13 strength save. Is that how that works? I think that's how that works.
Okay.
Flash of lightning, surgically show your choice. They see within 15 feet. Yes, succeed on a saving throw, be pulled.
It is going to get an 18. Does it do anything on a save? Save for half or anything? Oh, it's a cantrip.
Yes,
Gotcha.
a cantrip. So if it would have been pulled towards me, but it didn't. It wasn't. So no.
Gotcha. So it's kind of hard to figure out what you're looking at exactly, and as it twists around, you go to slash towards it and it manages to dodge out of the way. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
So I'm gonna spend 1 key point for patient defense. So I'll take the dodge action as a bonus action.
Nice. Okay. If I forget that, let me know. I should remember, but just in case. All right. Sidwell, there's this smell of ozone in the air as the lightning arcs out towards this ogre creature. We could call it like some kind of ogreish centipede or an ogre-pede. We'll call it an ogre-pede. And as it is righting itself, you see the lightning go around it. There's the fresh scent of fairly thick bile coming out of your mouth. What would you like to do?
I would like to take a few steps back if I can, and then just kind of fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
I'd like to wipe the bile from my mouth too, if that's all right.
Where are you going to move to?
Probably to like here.
Okay. As you do so, it is going to snap its teeth at you. It's not even like the teeth that are on the head that's on the top, but you see like a head sprouting out of part of its abdomen. We're going to say abdomen in real light terms. Does a 17 hit you?
17 hits me for sure.
Okay. You're going to take 15 piercing damage.
Oh. Ouch.
Tidwell, no!
But you do manage to get back and away from it, so now you can go ahead and do your Eldritch Blast.
First one's an 18.
The 18 will hit.
Okay. Second one is a natural 20? No, 22.
22 will also hit.
All right. First one is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one is 11 points of damage.
Nice.
It's got a lot of mouths. Be careful.
Anything else?
I think that'll be it for now.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, what do your Eldritch Blasts look like?
Finger guns. Just.
Do they shoot
Absolutely.
like, are the blasts themselves just like little bullets?
No, the blasts themselves are actual just hands in the shape of finger guns.
Oh. So you're not going pew, 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 pew. They shoot out. That's even better. That's even better. I love it. All right. Shivali, these armless hands that are doing this gesture go flying through the air and hit this ogre pede. You are also next to it. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I guess from where I can see, is there a point where 20 feet wouldn't hit us, but it would hit the creature? Like, is the part of the body far enough back that I can see about there? I don't know if the map...
Now, no, actually, I'll give you this. This is a window.
Okay.
And so you could aim out the window.
There,
if it's like a line of sight kind of thing, but it depends on what your effect is on whether it would also hit it.
Yeah, so I guess my goal is I'd like to cast sleep.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You could totally do that.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I think it needs to make, let's see here.
So you roll 5d8, I think.
Yep, and then I need to get the health. Yeah, okay. So 5d8. Wow. 20.
That's that.
Got a decent amount to play with.
So it
so basically
outside,
that just eats up creature HP until it can't go to sleep anymore. So
right, yeah. So outside you see a bird fly or like fall onto the ground, but other than that, it doesn't seem to affect the ogre pede at all.
Bummer. All right. So I guess that was my action. So with my bonus action, I want to turn to Danner and say, I can't put it to sleep. Do something. And at that moment, Danner feels that bardic inspiration flowing through his soul. And that'll end my turn.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So Danner,
what die type is that?
I think it's a D6 right now.
Okay, thank you.
As the inspiration flows through you, the ogre pede's head turns and looks down at you, Danner.
Oh my god. Oh.
And it kind of rears its body up, and you see like several ogre faces and heads sticking out its abdomen and its sides, and for the most part it just has arms instead of legs. Every so often you'll see like what looks like a appendage that might be a leg or a foot, but it raises itself up, and there's just kind of this like stench of thick, heavy sweat and grime as it slams itself down at you. Does a 20 hit you?
Oh, yes, of course.
You are going to take 14 bludgeoning.
Alrighty.
Whew. And that is it for now. I'm assuming you're still up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So as it slams down at you, it definitely forces you back a little bit, but you're not knocked prone or anything. What would you like to do in response?
Absolutely. So I'm going to just grit my teeth. You have to do better than that, you ugly beast. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab onto my holy symbol. I'm going to raise it up. And I'm going to ask Obadhai to bring down his blessing on my companions. I'm going to cast Bless on Shivali and Sidwell and Relic. So they're all going to get a D4 added to their attacks and saves while I concentrate on that spell.
Excellent.
And I'm not going to move, though. I'm going to stay right there. I'm going to ready my weapons, and I'm just going to pound on the shield twice with the mace. Come on!
What is your holy symbol?
It's a small little, it almost looks like a leaf with a man's face in the center of it.
Oh, nice. Okay. So as this magic enters into your relic and you feel just some kind of support, some divine inspiration, what would you like to do?
First things first, it burned it a little bit.
What was that?
It said it burned a little bit. You know?
Oh,
He's a
still
tiefling,
indigestion.
Yeah, there's a little tingling, a prickle on the skin. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. And I'll just, once again, the tattoos shine up a more iridescent color, and I'm back and I'm not within striking distance, but I'm gonna throw 3 punches and cast magic missile.
Okay. You actually are within striking distance.
I just wanted it to be cool.
You're-
I'm gonna
you're-
just punch. It doesn't matter. I'll just
You can
throw the magic
absolutely-
missiles at it.
Sure.
That's just how I cast magic missile. You know, I punch
Perfect.
the air and it just sends the force at them. So it's
And since it's magic missile, it doesn't matter. You don't
I
need
think
to make a
it's-
roll. So what is your...
There's 3 of them, right? Yeah, 3 going. So the first one is a 2.
Okay.
Second one is 3. Third one is a 5. So 10. That's how it
10.
count.
Perfect.
10 damage. Yeah.
Are your magic missiles fish shaped? Like, does it come flying off your fists like that, or is it more like
Yeah.
a ray?
No, it's fish shaped. It
Okay.
depends on the part of the body I use to, throw it. Basically.
Gotcha.
In this time, it's fish shaped. Yes.
So it leaves these scorch marks on its skin and it roars at you. Anything else?
Yeah. As a bonus action, I'm gonna once again cast. I'm gonna spend 1 more key point to activate my arms of astral self. And you said I'm within striking distance, right?
You are.
Yeah, so it's gonna need to make a dexterity save.
You get an 11.
Yes, I think my thing is 13. Yes, it's 13. I failed. Haha. So 2 rolls of my martial arts die, which I think it's a D4 right now. So
Hooey, that is a long description of a thing.
yeah, I keep rolling 4 damage, 4 force damage.
Okay, so it takes 4 force. Excellent. What causes that? Like, is it punching it, or what's it doing?
So yeah, when you activate the when I activate it, they just pop out. So it's like stretching, like the astral form is stretching, so it just pops out, and it just gets punched by spectral arms
Gotcha.
of a tiefling.
That is so anime right there. I love it. All right. So Sidwell, reeling from this chomp that it took on from you, you definitely got like some bleeding going on, but you also, did some damage in return. Looks like your friends are staying up there and keeping it busy. What would you like to do?
There's too many arms from Relic and this beast.
That's fair.
I will use my bonus action to hex it.
Okay.
So I'll cast Hex on it. And then I will fire off 2 more Eldritch Blasts. Yeah. So Hex is 6 points of damage. Does that make sense? Okay. And then for the Eldritch Blast, it's a 16 hit.
A 16 does hit.
Okay. Second one, 19.
That does hit. So doesn't the Hex add the damage to one of your hits?
Yes.
Oh, everything all right?
Yeah, lost lighting there.
So what's going on in the building? They're shaking, creatures thrashing around. So both of them hit. So we've got
10.
And I think you have one more. Yeah.
10.
Wow, 26.
Yeah.
Gross.
Nice. This is doing some major damage. What happens as it's not like killing it or anything, but it really like is hitting it hard. What happens when it takes this damage?
The fingers are going directly into it, really piercing it.
Right in its multiple armpits.
Absolutely.
Excellent. All right. Shivali. It looks like it isn't like it isn't hurt so bad that it looks like it's gonna like give up anytime soon, but it definitely has taken a pummeling in this last turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so just like absolutely frustrated that my sleep didn't work as well as I wanted it to. I'm now gonna just point at it and say, "What is your weakness?" and cast Bane at it.
Okay.
And that gives me brief insight into its defenses. Not Bane. True Strike was actually what I meant to cast. Let me just use the right spell first of all.
Gotcha.
So True Strike. So I want to get insight onto its defenses so that I can gain advantage on my next attack roll with it.
Nice.
And then I actually want to use my fighter capability to do an action surge so I can take another action right now. And I want to attack it with my quarterstaff.
Nice. So as you're standing there and you're getting your quarterstaff ready, you just hone in. It's like this is the only other thing in existence right now as your vision, takes in all of its parts. There's a spot where a finger from one of the Eldritch Blasts dug in really hard, and it looks like if you snap that, or if you hit that spot, it's going to really do some extra damage, or you're going to have a better chance at hitting it. Roll at advantage.
Yeah. All right. So attack. Well, 23 on the first one and a 5 on the second. So I think we'll go with the 23.
Let me check. Yep, the 23 hits.
All right, and then let's get some damage here. So we got 5, but then so my psionic power says it's a special action. Could I use that now then?
Can you tell me about it? Because I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so it's from my college tardiness.
Okay.
And or no, sorry, this is a fighter thing because I'm a psi warrior. Action type says special. I have a wellspring of psi. I think it's kind of like my version of ki from what I understand.
Okay.
But one of the things I can do with it is propel my attacks in order to deal extra damage to it.
Oh, so do you like spend the key point to do the extra damage?
Right.
I feel like that is a thing, kind of like paladins and their smitiness and monks with their hittiness, and these are all technical terms. If you haven't played D&D before, it's in the book.
We're really official with our language. Yeah, okay, so then I guess I want to do that, and since I was successful, I get to spend my die and try to hit it a little bit better, so let's add a d6 to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Only a 2. Right.
2, but you did 7.
Yep.
Excellent. Anything else?
And I guess gentle step back. Come at me.
Oh.
Feeling brazen
okay.
right now.
Why don't you roll a you want to like intimidate it? Do you want to
not a very good intimidation. It's a 4. It's like almost exciting.
So you step back and you're like, come at me, and it like some of its faces turn towards you, but for the most part it seems really interested in Relic over there.
That's all for the best.
Yeah. And so it like kind of twists and shakes its body around until it's facing Relic a little more soundly, and it lunges towards you. It's going to try a slam attack. Does a 24 hit you?
I'd like to say no.
I would like you to say no too, but
yeah, it hits. Yeah.
That is going to be 15 bludgeoning damage. But you notice, even though it hit really hard, it seems like its strength is beginning to wane. It roars. Danner, what do you do?
What is the? We're on the second floor, correct?
You were on the first floor. It came crashing down
on
the stairs.
First floor.
Yeah.
What does the ground look like in here?
It's probably stone.
Cool. I am going to gesture with my mace, and I'm going to stab my shield into the floor.
Okay.
And I'm going to reach out, I'm going to flick open the book to a random page that's blank. And I'm going to take my mace and touch the floor. And I'm going to mold the earth to try to pin this thing into the ground so that it'll be stationary so I can try to capture it in the book.
Nice.
Because they don't need my help.
Okay. Does it get any kind of save against your mold earth? Does it have a strike check to get out?
Let me throw it up in the chat here. Let's see. Mold earth is basically going to be a 5-foot square cube on the ground. It's just going to be basically moved out. And then I'm going to instantly try to, if it falls, any part of it gets into it, I'm going to try to close it back up within it. I think that might be 2 rounds. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I mean, I would say that so just double checking.
Yeah.
I would say that you could just do it.
All right.
Like, I don't see anything in here that says this is not a thing that you get to do.
Cool. Yeah, so I do. I just when the mace hits, there's like a 5-foot cube that just sprays out of the way, and when it sinks down into it, I kind of pull the mace back really hard, and it all just goes kind of closes up around its legs.
Nice. I like that.
And then I drop my mace and grab the poke gem.
Okay. And so if it tries to get out, I'm going to have it do a strength check against your DC 14 there. So just if I forget what your number is, let me know.
I sure will. Yep. And that's it for my turn. I'm going to stay right there. Yep.
And you're going to stay there with the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. I'm right up in there. Yeah, because I've got the book. Yeah.
So Relic, you could see where the ground did this, but it is definitely not next to where you are. However, it's the Ogrepede's big old head and many of its arms are next to where you are. What would you like to do? Relic.
I'm sorry. You said it's trapped.
Come back to us, Relic. It seems like it has had some earth that's sculpted around it, maybe trapping it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just punch it.
Okay.
Tried and true.
Do it.
Just assault this thing. So so here is first attack with the spectral arms.
Nice.
22, 6 bludgeoning damage. And as a level 4, right? Yeah. And as a bonus action, I'm just gonna unarmed strike it again.
Okay.
This is a 10.
The 10 is going to miss as your fist goes wide over it. Anything else?
No. No.
Okay.
And that first 6 was blanking force damage since it was with the spectral arms.
You notice that both seem to be doing the same amount of damage. It doesn't seem to have any resistance against either of them. Just in case you need to know.
Yeah.
Sidwell, what do you do?
Could I retroactively say that the hex that I cast on him gives him disadvantage on strength checks? Because I didn't call out.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you would have had to tell me what it was going to do. So perfect.
Completely forgot.
Me too.
Who has the Pokegem?
You actually can see that Danner has it out.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm holding the book in my left hand, and now the Pokegem in my right hand, and I'm kind of doing like one of these.
Perfect. I'll just fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts again.
Okay.
It's working. 16.
The 16 will hit.
19.
Also will hit.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
Okay.
12 points of damage.
Nice. So 16 total?
Yeah.
Excellent. You actually blast it, and like one of the heads that's growing out of its side just kind of evaporates as the force energy blasts through it. Definitely a solid strike. It's starting to slow down. It's not looking so great. Anything else?
That's it. I'm going to concentrate on the hex.
Okay.
Oh, I should throw a d6 for the hex.
Oh, yes. Yes, you should.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking.
It's 1.
1 extra damage. It all counts. It all counts. Shivali, it looks like everyone's been just slowly chipping away at this thing. What would you like to do?
The interesting thing is that Danner is focusing on the book now, so I think Shivali, seeing that Relic and Sidwell are doing well enough hitting at it, Shivali's gonna try the whole like, hey, easy there, like, we don't want to hurt you, we just want to get you in this book, so if you can help it, like, if you can just relax for a minute, we'll get you in the book, and then you don't have to be getting hurt all the time anymore. I'm sure it's been a big day for you as well. And I don't know if you want that to be animal handling or persuasion, I guess.
We would need that one to be persuasion.
Okay. So let's do that. It's right there. 12. What?
So, what's that?
Oh, 12, yeah.
So, maybe one of its head's eyes kind of look at you and they squint and it snarls, but it doesn't seem all that moved by your words.
Yeah.
You're not actually sure it understands you either.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. I just don't have a workaround for that. So yeah, I guess other than kind of that action, I guess I'll just be ready with the quarterstaff to respond, but otherwise that's all I want to do.
Okay, so what would you respond to if it does?
If it is coming at me, I will defend.
Okay. Perfect. I need to just do a little perception check here to see if, yeah, it doesn't know what's going on. So it's really not happy with Relic, and it's going to try and slam him again. Apparently, I cannot roll below a 20 tonight. Does a 25 hit Relic?
Yeah, yes, 25 hit, yes. I mean,
so oddly enough, it, even though it hits you and you were like kind of waiting for it to hurt quite a bit, you're going to take 8 bludgeoning. instead of what you felt was going to be a much harsher strike.
I put my hands up this time. Spectral arms, the bludgeon. Just stop.
What's that? You're kind of quiet.
Sorry. The astral arms. Put them up, try to block. took some of it off.
Danner, you have this thing held, kind of, you think?
Yeah, I'm
what
continuing
would you like to do?
To focus. I'm trying to draw the energy so I can suck it into the book, maybe forcefully. I know we have to have them be kind of calm, but I'm going to try to force it.
Okay.
So I'm just
all right. So you focus your will towards it, and you do feel the Pokagem begin to do its thing, and like little motes begin to light up on it. But it takes a little longer than one round. So.
And without turning, I'm going to yell to Shivali, try to put it to sleep again.
I'll try.
And I'll just I'm like forcing the gem at it.
Okay.
Energy is like just shaking through my body as I'm trying to do it. That's
Perfect. Relic.
I'm just going to hit it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna help when Shivali lower the HP for that sleep. So I'm gonna just hit it again. Yeah.
Okay.
First attack. Submit. 22.
That'll hit.
4 damage. I'm gonna spend one more. I'm gonna spend a key point for a flurry of blows.
Nice.
It's a 2 unarmed strike. That's 1.
Also hits.
And 2.
Nice.
I can roll a 25 too.
Right? So 12 total?
Yeah. What? This just rolls the same thing. Yeah, 12 total.
Okay. Is there anything else you can do?
No. Used all my things.
So Shivali, you just see him like lighting into this thing, just like repeated smashing of its like kind of smelly, gross flesh. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were next.
No, it's
Sidwell. Okay. Sidwell, that's what you see. What do you do?
I keep firing.
Okay.
16.
Hit.
23.
Both hit, and don't forget your hex damage too.
So the first one, 6 plus 6, so that's 12.
12
for the first one, and that's 10 plus 1.
So we've got 23. Excellent.
Wow.
Just like large portions. as the finger guns go blazing through the room and just take off chunks of this thing, like just this horrid reek is coming off of this thing, and you realize that its flesh isn't living. It's kind of rotted and gross. Probably some kind of undead creature. And now it is Shivali's turn.
Yeah, and so as Shivali sees these terrible wounds rending it and it's beating its arms, she almost like synchronizes a drum beat to that as she starts to just very barbarically say, "Go to sleep, go to sleep." And she just sings this very barbaric and yet somehow soothing tune as she casts sleep one more time.
Okay.
Oh god, that looks terrible if that's true.
Is that what it
rolled me an
was?
8. I guess I'm gonna use my advantage, maybe.
That's an attack roll it rolled.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is an
attack
attack roll.
Oh, but can I use my inspiration?
No, so you don't need to attack. Just roll 5d8. I don't know why I didn't. Let me try.
Yeah,
oh,
I
there
guess
we
I'll
go.
just roll it myself, but yeah.
Do you want to? So if you click on the.
I got it.
Perfect.
22.
So like a bunch of the faces turn towards you, and like the hands kind of like go to grasp at you, and its main face turns and looks at you. And the whole thing just slumps down onto the ground. Anything else?
And almost like she can't quite release the character. She's like, "Whoa, hard work," and then like she kind of comes out of it like, "Oh yeah, all right, that's over now."
Perfect. Danner, do you continue focusing?
Yeah, I step forward past my shield and I put the poke gem right next to the thing, and I focus the last little bit of the ceremony, ritual, whatever we want to call it, to channel it back into the book, hopefully.
And its blue inkiness dissolves from the Ogrepede's form and redraws itself onto a page in the book.
Sidwell faints.
I mean, it's a step up.
Yeah.
from vomiting, right?
Shivali takes one of her sashes and just starts fanning him like, yep, doing this again.
And then I'm going to walk over to Relic. Now the combat's kind of ended. I'm going to walk over to Relic. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at the second level to try to make him feel a little bit better.
I look around, searching for another animated offal.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
All right. Well, as you're catching your breath and taking care of one another, healing each other up, we're going to go to break. So why don't you meet us back here in about 5 minutes, and we will finish up our journey for Tome of Beasts Unleashed.
Unleashed.
Welcome back to Tome of Beasts Unleashed. Unleashed. The group just successfully beat down an Ogrepede, which was a very large, horrendous undead creature that they have returned to the book. Good job, everyone. As you've healed up and caught your breath, you don't really know where to go from here, but you know that Nezra had some rumors that she had heard and was taking notes on as far as sending you in the right direction. And so on your way back to the academy, I apologize, I should have checked something real quick. Where is my list? I'm so unprepared.
As we're walking back, Shivali just turns to Sidwell and it's just, Sidwell, how you doing, man?
You know, we did it. That was fantastic.
Yeah, you were a killer with those Eldritch Basts, just pew pew.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. You guys are super cool. Relic with all his runes and his ghost arms. Danner, could I have a little help, please? So he kind of shows you he's bleeding a lot from his abdomen. He's looking a little faint.
Oh, I didn't realize you got hurt too. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, I will. I'll go ahead and heal you too, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and do Cure Wounds at second level for him as well.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect.
The dice,
and Andrew,
that's gonna be
oddly enough, it's about this time that your ocular swarm is going to appear, or however you have it set. So why don't you tell us what happens?
So as we're making our way back to the school, we notice an ocular swarm, which is a giant mass of terrifying eyeballs. Sidwell pukes again. Absolutely. We see it kind of meandering down, I guess, alleyways and different paths it seems to take. Not wanting to fight it at all. Sidwell suggests we kind of maybe set up a trap for it instead of fighting it head on after fighting that ogre Pete. And he noticed how Danner used mold earth, and maybe we can use that again. And so Sidwell takes out a potion of clairvoyance and hands it to Shivali. Knowing Shivali is a very good artist, he asks her to maybe create a little miniature map or mini map of the area, of the different alleyways of the town. And that way we can keep track of the path that the oculus swarm is going on. And then as we are watching it for maybe an hour or two, we notice that it's going through the same pattern, looking for food. And so the plan is to have Danner mold earth, a giant pit for it to fall into, for Sidwell to cast minor illusion on everyone, to kind of put us all into cardboard boxes so we're not seen by the many eyes of the ocular swarm. Shivali will keep an eye on the ocular swarm and where it is on the path of the miniature map, and will alert us if it gets close. And lastly, Relic, who's the fastest of the party, will be used as bait. And since he has blind sight and can run with his eyes closed, will hopefully lure it towards the pit and then cover it with a sheet. After that, once it's in the pit, Sid will cast Mage Hand and send the Poke Gem down to the pit and capture the beast.
Nice. And so as you're holding the Poke Gem in the Mage Hand, there is this like weird, strange connection that you can feel to it. Like it's almost like it's in your hand, and you put your will into it to take this horrendous, moving, grotesque collection of eyeballs and just put it away, go away. And so with Danner holding the book and you having the Poke Gem, you notice that the ink begins to pull off of the ocular swarm, and it slowly dissipates and re-etches into the pages of the book. That's awesome. Nice thinking.
Is this our lives now, guys? Is this what we're doing now forever?
That's why you're the brains of the operation, Sidwell. I've been saying it this whole time, buddy.
I agree.
Oh, God.
Well planned.
Just smack him on the back.
I'm going to hold his hair back while he pukes.
You're such a good friend.
Thanks, Danner.
No problem, kid. No problem.
It gets better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Annika, for your narration here, is how much time has passed between this day and when your creature arrives?
Yeah, so as the party travels back to the academy, they hear that people have been going to see some kind of oracle. Apparently, some newcomer has come to town and claims that they can predict the future, but only have seemingly granted it to some random people, a kind farmer, a rich person's servant, and what have you. They don't seem connected, but there are only a few people that seem to be getting what they're asking for. And so naturally, Danner puts it together that it must be one of our creatures that we need to track down. So we wake up in the morning set to find this oracle, and through word of mouth, we are led to a cave in the woods nearby, and this cave is different than the other one in the sense that it doesn't give you a sense of darkness, but more so of warmth and of light. There just seems to be shafts coming through this little dwelling that this creature has found, and to your very much surprise, when you finally meet the oracle, it is not a human-looking oracle, but instead a hunched and shriveled, leafy garlicle. And this garlicle just, oh, hello, and just very crotchety as it just, you can hear the tufts of the garlic cloves as he moves and shifts. They seem to be very old and rattly. And after watching him greet some people, you realize that in the process, he has to remove a clove in order to tell the future, and that's why part of why he's so selective on who he grants that offering to. And so we watch as he turns all of the people in front of us away, and by that point we're just sweating bullets and nervous that we've got to get him in the book, but he might not even be willing to talk to us. And so on an absolute whim, Chevali greets the garlicle, and just, you can see her fidget like she's nervous, and then she says, 1, 2, 3, my friend the garlicle, he can predict the future and he don't know how. But does he really wanna? He can't stand to see people walk out his door. He tries to make new friends who will stick together, but he don't know how. Garlicle. And then she says, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. Do you think you would be willing to call us off? Garland friend, Garland friend, would it be too much trouble if we all were friends? If what they say is friendship is forever, then we'll still be together when the story ends. So be our friend, be our garden friend, be our friend, be our garden friend. And in the stunned silence that follows this song that just bursts out of her like a bird being set aflight, the garlic just, what do you want? And we ask very politely, Garlicle, will you please get back to your book? We understand that the people here have questions, but so do the students at the academy. And just rattly, a simple nod, and Danner opens the book, and Sidwell gets out the Poke Gem, and Relic is just like, who the hell am I traveling with? As the garlicle is sucked back into the portal of the book.
Nice. Sorry, I have to give you a round of applause for that.
Can I give Annika inspiration?
Right.
That was amazing.
I'm just gonna give her mine. I don't need it.
That's it. Anyone that we earn, there it goes.
That was awesome. Although from your face when you were like, he finishes and you look at him and he's like, what? No.
I thought about that too.
That was fantastic. Nice. Awesome. All right, so you've returned the garlicle, and you spend some time, kind of hanging out there with these other people that, were coming to have their questions answered. And now they can't talk to this oracle, but you look into the book and you find that this species actually exists elsewhere. And so there is the chance that maybe these people can seek out another garlicle and find their answers through them. So you leave the area with everyone feeling, for the most part, happy. You all feel great about it. And you head back to town. And over the next week or so, you catch several other creatures between various kinds of drakes. Like there's one that you hear a tale of somebody that's in of a baker that's just putting out these amazing pastries, but somebody's talking about how they always hear voices in there, and it's a little odd. And so you go and check it out, and there's this drake that has taken up residence in this bakery, and it helps the guy make his pastries, and they're so delicious. And there is a moment of like, can we just leave this guy out? And so maybe you let him have him for a couple more days. I don't know. That would be up to you all. And several other creatures get returned to the tome until we come to Kevin, who's going to tell us about your experience with a...
Yes, indeed. Well, it is the morning of the 7th day that we've been hunting these creatures, trying to catch them all. And we go out, and the townsfolk are pretty used to us going out to do this at this point. So we go out, and we're gone for a very long time. Like, they're not expecting us to be gone for so long. But when we return, what the townsfolk notice that's very peculiar is that Relic's conical hat is completely coated in bright, glittering gold. Sidwell's loot has a similar covering to it. Shivali has these like ribbons that are kind of all wrapped around her clothing. They're laced with gold, and they'll actually see that Danner's beard, one whole half of it, is all just tinged with gold. And they come back into town, and Danner will actually take his mace on his shield. He'll kind of smack it a couple of times, and little pieces and flecks of gold fall off of it into a bag that Relic is holding to collect it all, because that's worth money. And so townsfolk will come up and maybe ask what happened, and Danner will be like, "You don't want to know. You don't want to know what we had to do for this." But he looks to his friends Sidwell and to Shivali, since they're the master bards here, and he has them tell the tale of the fact that, and I'm sure Sidwell's going to embellish it, because he is nothing if not a very exuberant bard at this point. He's very practiced. A week can really change a bard, and the two of them, with her dancing, with Relic acting it out, us doing shadow dancing, I guess you could say, we tell the tale of how we came across on the far reaches of the perimeter of how far the creatures can go from the book. We came across a fat, bloated drake of its own, a horde drake. It was made out of gold coins and gems and different baubles and things of this nature, and it was hoarding that gold and the baubles from different travelers to the area nearby. And they gave us a run for our money because it's very big, it's very fat, it's very large, and it was hard for us to even get near to it because of the gold. But through teamwork, through dedication, through a mixture of different things, once my shield was coated in gold, I helped distract it for a bit until we actually got it to a point where Relic, using his abilities, actually beat up a wagon that was nearby, smashed up some of the wheels. Shivali used her telekinetic powers to lift it up into the air above the horde drake. And finally, Sidwell, he got the masterful shot, and he tricked the drake to breathe the gold up onto the wagon. Because it was so heavy, it fell and smashed the drake, knocked it out, and we were able to, together as a team, because we were all so weakened from this battle, focus the energy together, use the Poké Gem to bring it all together, and then we limped home. And so, yeah, it was, although they didn't want to know, we told the tale. And, I'm sure Sidwell was very low-key about it. I'm sure he didn't embellish or exaggerate at all. But, that's what happened.
Nice. The power of friendship.
Always
love it. Thank you all for your narrations. I appreciate it. They were awesome.
During that part, you see Relic, I raise the calf on my my left pant leg and just knock the gold off of my prosthetic leg and put it.
Every little bit counts, right?
Every little bit counts.
So throughout all of this time, you just haven't been able to catch the possum. For whatever reason, it's just never there when you get to where you think it's going to be. You hear stories of it being like of it taking things, people seeing it and like running off with random things, whether it's expensive things like jewelry or just like little like toys from kids or whatever. You're still looking for that possum. And so it's actually while you're out wandering around looking for the possum that you hear that there's been this outbreak of dead fish in the river and in the dock area. And it's kind of a weird thing. And a creature has been spotted down there. Not a lot of description of it. It's something that's swimming in the water. But you decide to head that direction. And as you get down there, you do hear this barking, crying noise, kind of a, not like sobbing cry, but like the cry of a creature, just throwing you over onto the new map. Let me know if you do not see the docks. And as you step out into this stone walkway, there's a small bridge next to you where the river that you've been following leads into a kind of an enclosed area before the river gets larger and streams off to the east. Across the way, on what looks like a small deck or dock is the word I'm looking for, sorry. You do notice what looks like a seal over here by these crates. And it's just kind of sitting over there braying, calling out. What do you do?
Well, Shivali sees the crates and just, I missed that crate. Thinking about the old crate we had encountered last session.
Absolutely. But you can look at Crate's picture anytime you want.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Sidwell, do you want to try to speak to animals on this creature? You want me to do it this time? I know we've kind of been swapping back and forth about that over this past week, you know?
Yeah, I can do it this time. That's fine.
All right.
I will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Bleak Season has awarded an inspiration to all players, according to the chat. Woo!
Thank you,
Wow,
Bleak.
thank
My
you.
man. You're the man, Bleak.
You're so
Good
kind.
Thank you.
All right, so you cast your magic and can speak with it. What would you like to say to this seal?
Hello there.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
It'd be better if the thing would stop killing all the fish.
What's killing all the fish?
The thing in the water.
What's it look like?
I don't really know. It looks hard to see. Kind of like the water, but stinky. And everyone else just hears.
Well, the guys said that there's something in the water that's causing all the fish to die. And our seal friend isn't too happy about it. Do you want us to do something about it, Mr. Seal?
I mean, that'd be great because I'm hungry.
Yeah, fair enough. I pull out some food from my bag and give it to him.
So it's across the way.
Oh,
I
throw it at him.
Yeah, I'm essentially, you two are shouting at each other from across this like small enclosure of water.
I throw it over.
It ends up landing in the water, but he just like slides in the water, chomps it, and climbs back up. And as it climbs up, you realize that there's like appendages that come out of its back and claw the dock on the other side and like push it up and give it like an extra boost to come out.
Oh. I've never seen a seal like you before. I guess I shouldn't have assumed what you are. What are you?
I'm a seal.
Oh. I've never seen a seal have extra appendages before.
Do I have extra appendages?
I think so. Have you guys seen a seal before?
Oh, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a seal. I didn't notice those appendages till this very time you pointed them out, though. That's definitely not natural. A little weird. Can I do knowledge nature to maybe know what that is?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Do you originate from like a book, Mr. Seal?
A book.
Yeah. Did you know a Professor Kohaku?
I'm not sure what it's called, but I was not in the water for a very long time.
Hmm. Are you enjoying your
for that nature check? Sorry to interrupt.
No,
perfect.
Make sure you saw it.
So you want to take care of the nature check first?
Well, either way, I just want to let you know that it was rolled. That's all.
So with that 18, you have heard of a parasite that can infect creatures. Specifically, it's almost like they've adapted to infect these specific seals. They're not from around here, and they alter its body to cohabitate with each other. It essentially it grows this large mouth on its back from which it feeds itself, and then the seal eats its own food, and they just kind of go through life that way. As far as you've heard, it's not really a bad life for the seal, but you have heard that the fellow who first found these, that the seal was named after Mr. Bergamon. He made this wonderful discovery, was quite fascinated at it just before the seal ate him. So at least the parasite is definitely carnivorous in an excessive kind of way.
Good to know.
Good to know. Sitwell, what were you going to say to the seal?
I'm gonna walk towards it.
Walk around it? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, you can walk around the dock area. Is everyone going with Sidwell?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm just going to move you all over there.
Cool.
So yeah, you head over to this dock, and as you get closer, the appendages on its back begin to kind of whip back and forth a little more lively.
Did you say, Sidwell, it can help us get the other thing? It's mad about something else?
I don't know if it is the seal or if it's the thing that we're looking for is in the water. I'm not quite sure. Have you, Danner, have you kind of seen this kind of seal before or anything like that?
Well, yeah, I've heard of them before, and I will relate the story about how that guy found it, and it's a parasite. And pretty much the information you gave me, I'm an open book with them, and I will say it. But if it's not hurting the fish, what's hurting the fish? Did it tell you anything about the fish?
It said that there's something in the water that's hurting the fish. Could it be?
Say what it looked like, or?
Hey, Mr. Seal.
Yeah.
You said that it looked like water? The thing that was hurting the fish?
Yeah.
He says it looks like water. So, is it the water that's hurting the fish?
Splash.
Did you ask him if something's wrong with the water?
You hear a splash.
Did you jump in the water?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They said it's in the water, so I went to go look.
Okay.
We're getting nowhere.
Put yourself where you jumped in.
So I'm gonna just hop in straight in, jump in.
Our monk
Nice.
for us.
Excellent. So you go under and you're looking around and kind of reaching out with your senses, and nothing seems really weird, although you do notice some like fish kind of floating around that aren't moving, and you still hear like the barking noise of the seal above you, and then you come back up. Your hat's floating.
Could I make a perception check to see if I could see anything in the water?
Sure.
Oh, it's a 5.
You definitely see Relic You see Relic's hat floating away from Relic. And you do notice a couple fish floating around as well, just under the surface.
So,
get my hat.
is this creature with it enough that Shivali could mind link with it?
What is the restriction, the limitations of your mind link?
I believe. Sorry, give me just a second.
Meantime,
a creature.
Yeah.
It just says a creature.
A creature. Okay.
Must be able to see you and within this trait's range. So yeah, just
sure.
Okay. So in its mind, it hears a voice that says, "Hello, friend. It's me." And like I'm actually gesturing in front of it so that it realizes it's me. I don't understand your language, so this is the only way I can talk with you. But if you want, you can talk with me, and I use my bonus action to let it respond if it wants or can. And I just say, "Hey, do you think you could help us get that water creature? Because then you'd probably have more fish."
Oh yeah, sure. And it slips off into the water.
I get it.
Clap my hands together and just shout, "Relic, it's gonna help us look for it. Go get it."
Danner, I don't know how you talk to animals. I keep talking to them like people, and I'm just awful at it.
Hey, it's practice makes perfect, my friend. I didn't always know how to do it. I can talk to animals, but I couldn't even begin to play that thing with the strings on it that you have. So I mean, we've all got different skills. It's okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
While this conversation is going on, Relic, what are you up to in the water over there?
Yeah, I was going over to by the seal.
Okay, so you're gonna stay in the water?
Yeah, for yeah.
So as you're swimming under the dock, we'll put you here. You get this like rushing feeling, like something's coming at you, and under the water, you see the seal launch itself onto the dock and like slaps down. Everyone hears it. The appendages like grasp the wood. Some splinters go up, and it like pulls itself over here. And there's still something in the water moving, Relic, but you don't see it.
Well, there's something moving in the water, but I can't see it.
Do you stay in the water?
Nah, Actually, no. I'm gonna stay in the water.
Okay.
Let's see if I can see something. Can I do a perception?
Absolutely.
19.
Go ahead and make a dex save for me with that 19 perception.
Oh no, I'm gonna use that.
Nice.
Thank you, Bleak Season.
Right?
Thank you, Bleak Season.
Looking out for the players. I see how you are.
Wow.
However, the dice just don't want it to happen. So
better than a nat one.
You can feel it coming towards you, but you just can't tell where it is. And all of a sudden, everyone just sees Relic disappear under the dock, like gets sucked under the water and gets pulled under the dock.
We had a long rest, right?
Yes. Yes, you should all be healed at this point.
Okay.
Relic around you swirls just like horrible, like there's this taste in your mouth, it's in your nose, like it just has this horrible taint to it that just seems like an oil slick or something. As it tries to pull you down under the water, what do you want to do?
So first things first, I'm going to So yeah, I'm gonna just cast magic missile and just fire those blasts at it, and then when I do that bonus action, the tempestuous magic, get that gust of wind to boost me 10 feet in it, out the water.
Nice. So as your fists light up with magic and you're pummeling this thing and just leaving, like you see these tracers of magic it's weird because like you have to like see the creature to use magic missile, but it's right there, like is the water around you, and so it just like you just start pummeling it, and then you launch yourself up in the air. Why don't you do a acrobatics check for me? Nice.
21.
You land on the dock in like a 3-point superhero pose.
Superhero pose, for sure.
And from the water behind you, this almost serpentine shape begins to rise. It looks a little darker than the other water now that it's like kind of separating. You can see bits of just like scum and like maybe oil slick and such swirling around inside of it. How would you take care of this thing?
All right, so when I land, I just look up and then to the rest of the party said, "We got company," and then turn around and get ready to fight, I guess.
Okay. So what would you all do? We're not going to do an actual battle here. We're going to narrate the how would you keep it busy long enough for Danner to get it in the book?
I would like to do an opening salvo of casting my wind wall again that I did to first protect us from Zivabeg's little sortie, and I'm going to actually I'm going to try to make it in like a spherical, a cylindrical shape around it.
Right.
The water creature, so it's like stuck in the middle of it, and I'm going to stand next to it, and I'm actually going to give the book and the poke gem to my allies while I stand there holding it, concentrating.
Who do you hand the book off to?
I think I'm going to give the book to Sidwell.
Okay.
And the poke gem to Relic.
Perfect.
And I'm just going to look at Shivali because I know that she has her mind power. She can move people around if need be. I'm just going to give her a nod as I stand there.
So Shivali, Danner nods to you. The creature appears to be trapped within this wind bubble of sorts. What do you do?
Classic Shivali form. She wants to talk to it about its feelings. So yeah, mind link up with this friend now and just, do you love fish? I bellow.
Interesting. What would this say? You hear a voice that sounds kind of like dozens of voices speaking at the same time, some very high pitched, some deeper, and I can't make those noises, that's so just bear with me. But it's like sustenance, and it like tries to slam itself against the wind wall, obviously doesn't make it through.
Yes, all you have to do is stay right where you are and let my friends help you, and we can help you with sustenance. And I'm like, you can tell I'm trying to be grandiose about it. No, not the small creature. We have pages of creatures. You could enter this vortex.
Deception check?
Yeah, I was thinking something
kind of a persuasion, but kind of a deception. You're not lying, but
I'm not wrong, but
right?
17.
You has food.
Yes. Within this tome, all the food.
We will go.
All right, guys, it's ready. Go. And I gesture to Sid and Relic.
You got about 20 seconds left.
Oh,
I can hold this for a minute.
I open the book up.
Okay.
Hold it out.
I jump
Relic
back in the water.
Skips the amulet across the bay. Oh shit.
We don't have to touch it, right?
You don't have to touch it. You just have to be within 30 feet of it and like will the effect to happen.
Are we within 30 feet?
Absolutely. Yep.
That's something cool to do, but
you could totally show off though about it.
No. I need to get up, and then it's the whole thing. But yeah, I was just focused on the gem and try to get it in that book.
Okay. and ink disperses from this weird water, a weird water form, and redraws itself in the pages of the book. Do I get inspiration for puns?
Of course.
Yeah. Excellent.
We'd give you all the inspiration, Jeremy.
Right.
This is kind of your world.
Well, don't sell yourself short, Annika. You did a song and dance number, so you're definitely earning inspiration.
Yeah, very true.
What I want to know, though, Jeremy, is how many creatures are left to find in the book after this week of us going through and hunting and searching and trying to
How many are left, Kevin?
I think we have one final creature.
Do you? I think you have two creatures.
Can I look through the book?
Yeah, as you flip through the book, actually, if you're doing it right now, you have 3 empty pages.
A damn possum.
Oh, we haven't caught the water weird yet?
You did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the possum.
There's the
Behind
possum.
you hear "Burr, burr, burr."
Oh yeah. Grab that seal.
Fish in the book?
There's got to be a fish in
just
here.
hanging
Yeah, here
out.
we go. Page 17. Fish.
You get
Something.
the feeling that it's just kind of chilling. It's actually sunbathing. It's not going to go anywhere while you focus on it.
Just focus. I turn. I look at the
Use
poker
the
gym and
stuff.
just. Okay. Just turn.
And as it turns into ink, Shivali says, "Steal you later."
Oh.
Zinga.
Relic skips you across the bay. Oh, I think Relic's allergic to puns. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, there's only 2 of them remain, so it's got to be the human-faced dragon.
And Zivabeg. Right. I
And the-
agree.
No, you almost said raccoon. I'm going to correct you. It's a possum, my friend.
I said
Rabbit,
Zivabeg. I agree.
Well, old Zivabeg's the mastermind behind this whole thing. We're gonna give him a 1-2. Don't you worry about that. But so I'm thinking maybe we can try to get an idea of where this creature is. Has anybody had any sightings of this creature over the?
You have heard some people. Well, not you, but Nezra has heard some various sightings of a dragon. And so and it's a green dragon. So you've kind of been assuming that these sightings have been of whatever this creature is. But it's been like really far out and it seems to be moving around. So you're not really sure where it is, but maybe Nezra has some updated stuff. Information is the word.
Yeah, we could check back with her if that's okay with everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have a connection with the possum, Sidwell. I mean, I know you two were chummy before, so.
All right, he's just leading us all over the place. If we can have information, we might as well go directly to the one that we can find.
All right. Back to the university.
I lean over to Dan and was like, I think he's trying to hide the possum. I don't know. They might be in cahoots.
I can tell that boy, he's got himself an animal companion. I would think that perhaps he was a different class if I didn't know any better. But, we'll find that possum for him. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
All right. Do you see the map for the university or the academy? Perfect. All right. So you head back, and as you get closer, something just feels off. There's like a lack of sound coming from the school grounds. There's usually like a hustle and bustle this time of day, and you should be able to smell like dinner's being prepared and students talking, maybe Nezra giving a lecture through one of the open windows. It's awfully quiet.
Well, I don't like that.
It's too quiet.
Too quiet.
I go in.
I don't know. I kind of like it. This is nice.
Yeah, you have always liked the quiet. That's why you and I have gotten along. I've always liked my hermit lifestyle, being out in the woods. So,
after he says this, I immediately jump through a window.
Yeah, you jump into a window that is looks like it is actually the kitchen. I'm gonna drop you in there. There's no one about. The fire is burning, although it's starting to go out. There's just embers, and it looks like there was a meal being prepared, but it was abandoned.
I jump back out a different window. And like just get back over to the party. It's like, well,
yeah,
there's no one in there. And meal being prepared, but was abandoned.
Well,
you gonna head in the
Should we
gate?
just go in?
do we want to
Yeah.
go in together or split up?
question.
Either or is fine. It doesn't-
Let's just go. We started this together. We're going to end this together.
Yes.
It really warmed up to the idea of friends, Danner. That's nice. Like it.
Well, you know, even an old soul like me can change, you know.
As you step through the gate, you push it open and make your way through. At the far end of the courtyard, you see a large green scaled serpentine form. Its face is actually facing off to your right in a which you know is kind of the common areas out of your sight, but it turns and looks at you. Welcome. We've been waiting for you.
Well, here we are.
You have something that I would like.
I present a marble.
It just looks at you.
Can you be specific?
Yes, one of you picked up a object, a wand of sorts, several days ago.
Couldn't be me.
Deception check?
I forget who does have the dagger wand. Is that you, Sidwell, who has the
Oh yeah, I totally
Yeah.
have.
It's
Absolutely.
literally Sir Will have it.
At least it's covered in a little bit
13.
of velvet.
Did you say 13?
Yeah.
Do. Its eyes narrow at you. There's a slight glow to it. You. Bring it to me.
What do you need it for?
I don't think that is any of your concern.
It is if you came out of a book.
I'm going to rectify that situation.
Dana, this is freaking me out. Can we just like fight it? Because
Yeah.
the face on the dragon is just it's bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
I look and I see the blank page in the book where it would go, and I slam the book shut with purpose and look at it and I go, hard pass. Let's go.
Yeah.
I start charging it.
All right. As you get closer, is everyone charging in, or is who's not charging in? Raise your hand. Yeah.
I'm running in, but I'm like staying a little bit back.
Because
All right,
I'm
so Danner-
yeah, because
Danner
I'm
leads the
faster.
charge. And Sidwell, you're a little bit further back. Danner, when you get to about, it just kind of like is swatching you as you get closer. As you get there, around the corner,
Chocolate's made.
you see several students and Nezra bound together and like gagged with rope and cloth, and Zivabeg standing near them with a charred, twisted looking rod of maybe wood, but it seems to kind of like The surface of it is kind of crawling. And he just smiles at you.
Hi.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, I'm not too worried about the dragon. I definitely want to kick your ass, though. That's for sure.
Oh, you're more than welcome to try.
Cool. All right, step on out here. Let's do this, man to man. Or gnome.
Why
gnome
don't
to
you
halfling.
just give me what's mine?
I don't have it.
He's right. He doesn't have it. The minstrel has it.
Trick question. We have 2 minstrels.
It's this one.
You got a 50-50 shot. You want to go through me and find out?
Speaking of that minstrel and Relic, what are you two doing?
Well, I was just about to say, well, Relic can play a flute too, so 3 minstrels. But what I was gonna ask, can I jump back into the window and run through? I guess that's the dining room, and then jump out of another window and surprise Zivabeg.
You could try. Yeah,
I'd definitely like to try that.
So go ahead and do a stealth. It's going to take you a couple of rounds. We're not quite in combat yet, but we'll keep in mind where you are. Make me a stealth check.
14.
Perfect. Thank you. And what is Shivali doing?
Yeah, so kind of seeing that I'm standing here alone looking at a dragon, not knowing what else is going on. I know my friend Sidwell has the wand, but I don't love violence, so I'm going to square off with the dragon and just shout at it as I'm walking towards, not like in a fighting way, but I'm trying to follow my friend so I could help if I needed to. And I say, Dragon, I challenge you to a game of wits. And I want to lure it in. I'm more interesting than whatever they're doing. Obviously, I have a challenge.
It looks at you and says, wouldn't you need to have them first?
But if you win with smarts like that, we'll just give you the wand.
Well, the wand is not yours to give. It belongs to this one who has promised it to me in exchange for his life.
Which this one is he pointing at? Is he talking about Sidwell?
Zivabeg.
Zivabeg, okay. In exchange for his life.
It's not really his to give.
There, yeah. What do you think of that, dragon?
He says that you took it from him. And he kind of glares down at the gnome.
And knowing what happened there, Shivali says, I was there. He dropped it. He's not responsible enough for a weapon like this. Do you want to trust this guy?
Who gives it to me? Just hand me the wand and I will leave all of you alone. I'll even take this flea with me.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
Oh, it's a natural 20.
Nice.
21.
The creature, whether it be a dragon or not, is very forthcoming. You feel very confident that what it's telling you is what it wants to do.
Okay.
While this is going on, Relic has been sneaking through the building. I just need to do a perception check for this here gnome. Hang on one moment. Not trained, just a wisdom. You are absolutely able to go through that window and get a surprise on Zivabeg if you would like.
Yes, I'd like.
What would you like to do?
So I didn't know he was there. I just knew the dragon was there. So the whole plan was to surprise the dragon. And so running towards the window, I see him. So I dive through and just mid-air sucker punch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
you have an advantage.
Get him.
Nice. That's 24.
Nice. That will hit.
All right. That's 6 6 damage.
6 damage.
So yeah, just
Perfect.
running through. He's talking to Danner, and camera pans to Relic just running and then diving through a window.
Right. Slow motion glass bursting out.
All the glass and wood.
Right.
And Silverback just turns around like, what? This connection.
And Danner, you hear the crack of his fist meeting Zivabeeg's face as the gnome kind of stumbles back a little bit, and he turns the wand towards Relic. What do you do?
As he turns, I want to try to interject myself. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. So I'm going to pull my hand across my hand. I'm going to throw my hand down, and there's going to be a mace that surges forth out of the air, and it's just going to streak towards Zivabeeg and try to crack him in the mouth.
Okay.
So I'll put that in the chat for you. Boom. Maybe. There it is. Spiritual Weapon.
Well, do you want to tell me what you got? I'm not seeing it come through.
Yeah, I got to pick what level. Let's see.
I gotcha.
I'll just do.
Sorry, I thought you pushed the button.
No, that's okay. I thought I did too. And then they asked me what level,
nice.
So I'm
that
sitting here
totally
waiting
will hit.
Yeah, so it's a 25 to hit. Yeah. So yeah, it goes flying forward. It takes 5 points of force damage as it just cracks him right in the face. And then I'm going to just run right past the dragon, right in front of it, and I'm going to go straight towards Zivabeeg. Like, I'm going to push the advantage against him as well. So
I'm going to throw a thing on here for your spiritual weapon.
Cool.
Zoink, and then I'm going to give you the okay to use it. So give me just a sec. Controlled by Kevin. All right, you should be able to move that hammer, so you just move it to wherever you'd like to.
Yep.
Perfect. And then, so that was your bonus action. Was there anything else that you did?
No, that's it.
Okay, Shivali. Actually, sorry, you were talking to the dragon thing. So, Sidwell, what are you doing?
I am contemplating giving this dragon the wand or not.
Okay.
You know, half of me tells me not to, half part of me tells me to do it. So I'm kind of torn right now, trying to figure it out.
Okay. Do you want to hold off on doing anything until you see more of what's coming?
Yeah.
Okay. Shivali, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm still just trying to gently talk smack. I want this dragon to take me up on my battle of wits.
Fine. What would you like me to wit at you?
Well, so here's the deal. If we win, you're just going to go back in the book without the wand. But if you win, we'll let you have the wand.
Do you think I'm a sphinx? What's going on? Zivabeeg, just kill them or something.
Is Zivabeeg doing anything or no?
Is there anything else that you want to do in response?
Yeah, okay, I guess I will go ahead and cast Bane. I will pick the dragon and Zivabeeg. Bane is gonna allow me to hopefully. Okay, let me throw it in there for you. I want them to make a charisma.
You want them to make it, or you want them to fail it?
I would like them to fail it, but they need to make one.
Oh, it failed.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. So it was a DC 12 and it failed by 1. So by miracle of miracles, the dragon will have to roll a D4 and subtract the number rolled from future attack rolls or saving throws.
Okay.
Clutch.
Nice.
And then does Zivabeeg need to make that roll too? Because it's up to 3 creatures.
Are you going to move close enough so that you can see Zivabeg? Because right now...
Yeah. Can I move myself? Is that an option?
Yeah, you should be able to. If you can't, let me know.
No, I got it. Cool.
There we go. Yeah, you can see him from there. Perfect. Zivabeg. Charisma saving throw.
Oh, he's good at those. Or no, he missed it. No, he did. Okay.
No, he completely blew it away. Yeah.
He got a nat 20 for a 30 total.
Yeah, that was good. So he's fine then. And that's what I'm doing right now. I want the dragon to take me up on my challenge, but I don't want Zivabeg to hurt my friend.
Okay. So Zivabeg is going to twist around and take a swipe at Danner and miss horribly. In fact, the like object, it's hard to even call it a wand. It's kind of this weird twisted thing. Just glances off your armor and snaps and falls to the ground. What do you do, Danner?
Ooh, that's pretty bad for you. I'm going to I'm going to do something I did before. I'm going to take my mace. I'm going to swing it at him, but I'm actually feinting. I'm going to swing it so it looks like it's going to hit him in the face, but I'm going to actually miss on purpose so that I careen it off of the front of my shield. I'm going to cast Bless on my allies again.
Nice.
So yeah, you've all got that D4 to your attacks and saves.
And you still have a bonus action if you want to take that.
Yep, and then my spiritual weapon will attack with my bonus action. If I can't find my little button here. Oh, jeez, there we go.
Oh.
It's a natural 1 to hit.
Yeah.
But I'm a halfling, so
yeah.
I'll re-roll that. Was it that? 18.
Much better. That'll hit.
Cool. So the spiritual weapon's going to do 7 points of force damage to Zivabeg as it just cracks him, and I just kind of go, And then that's it.
You hungry? Because it's Dana time. All right. So, Relic, what do you do?
I'm just join Danner, and we're just gonna pummel this guy.
Okay.
Real quick.
This guy doesn't belong in the book. You can kick his ass.
First unarmed attack, 19.
That'll hit.
And spend a key point for flurry of blows to 2 more come in. 12. 12.
The 12 misses.
Got a D4.
Oh yeah, I do have a
Yeah.
D4, so yeah, I'm gonna roll that.
I don't know if it'll make a difference or not, but
We'll see. 14.
The 14 also misses.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But you hit twice.
I got one more though.
Nice. Oh, critical.
Critical.
What does this critical look like?
natural 20.
So so he's a gnome, right? So so the first one, the 19 is a knee to the chin to bring him up to eye level.
Okay.
The whiff is it was a roundhouse, but it was just too much spin on it. So that's why I missed. So the roundhouse comes, and the momentum from the roundhouse brings the natural 20 to just a skull cracking punch back down to the ground.
Nice.
So let's give you this 7 for the first attack, and for the crit is 8.
15 total. Perfect. Awesome. Anything else?
No, that's my attacks. That's all my attacks.
As he's kind of being smashed around by you two, he looks to the creature and he's like, "Help me!" And the creature looks down at him and says, "No." Sidwell, what are you doing?
Sidwell is just kind of looking at everything that's happening, and he kind of looks at the big green dragon and says, I've had an extremely long week. I've puked, I've fainted, I've gotten bitten by the worst looking, ugliest monsters. Could you please just get back in the book?
He looks at you and says, "Oh, well, no."
I take the wand out and then I throw it on the ground and I step on it. You want to come get it then?
Nice. Do you still have inspiration?
Yes.
Well, I can't give you any more then. I do. I give you another inspiration.
Wow.
Shivali, what do you do?
Oh,
You could tell that the dragon creature is a little irked at Sidwell over there now.
yeah. So I guess I'm gonna prepare to react. If the dragon goes for Sidwell, Shivali will respond.
Okay. What would you like to respond with?
An attack.
Okay. Perfect. That actually brings us back to Zivabeg, who glares at the dragon, but then looks at the rest of, at Danner and Relic. And he mumbles something, makes a gesture in the air, and disappears. Dun dun dun.
What a chump.
What a chump.
So
Danner, what?
He disappeared, or is he invisible?
What do you do, Danner?
I'm going to will the spiritual weapon to attack that same square in case he did just turn invisible.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your roll.
Okay.
It would be at disadvantage because you can't see the square.
Sure.
Or whatever's in the square.
You got it.
And then after that, what you were saying, I apologize.
No, not a problem. So disadvantage, it's an 8 to hit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, as the spiritual weapon swings down, I'm going to turn my back to the square. I'm going to point my shield up, and it's going to have a streak come off the front of it. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on the dragon.
Oh, nice. Okay. You actually see before you turn that the spiritual weapon goes through the air. You don't hear it hit anything.
Okay.
And then roll your Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, I'm going to cast at a 3rd level.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be a 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Yeah, so it's going to be 18 points of radiant damage. My hair kind of alights. Oh, I'm sorry, my character's bald. My beard alights for a moment and blows like some unseen breeze. And there's a waft of some sort of fragranty, like autumn kind of smell.
Nice. What happens to the dragon that allows the next attack?
Yes, the next attack roll against that dragon will be at advantage.
And
you all are still blessed too.
What's
yeah,
that?
He gets hit. Basically, there's like green motes of light that flicker about it, making it easier to hit. It starts highlighting different points on its body where it'd be easier to hit and do extra damage. And and you're all still blessed too. I'm still focusing on that. So
nice. Relic, what do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go up and attack this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just to say. Not sure. I'm not gonna do that. I'll just attack him. So
hey, this is it, man. Go all out, buddy. Go all out.
Yeah. So it says
play it like you stole it, bro.
This one has advantage, right? The first attack, right?
It does have. Yep.
All right, so let's roll that. That's a 24.
That'll hit.
And I'm spending another key point for flurry of blows. So that's 2 more unarmed strikes. So it's 25.
That'll also hit.
And 21.
Nice.
Yeah.
All of them hit.
So I'm just wailing into this thing. So that's a 7 Ooh, 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's just the initial onslaught from Relic.
All right, so your fists meet scales. You can tell that you're doing some damage, but this thing's pretty beefy. And that should come to Sidwell then.
Yeah, and seeing that Relic is fighting it now, I will use a bonus action to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
Give it disadvantage on strength checks, I guess. And then I will
Perfect.
cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Okay.
11 hit.
11 misses. Did that actually roll
What about
twice?
that
or-
D4?
Oh, yeah, don't forget your D4s.
That's right. So 15 hit then? Oh, no, sorry, I got to roll D4.
It's weird. It's sending like everything through twice.
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
So you got a 14 on the first
14.
one?
Mhm.
Okay. And on the second one?
On the second one. Eight plus 4, so 12.
Okay. None of them hit.
Whew.
They all just kind of like meet the scales, but don't seem to really do any damage. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Shivali.
Okay. Can I? Where is the wand right now?
It's under my foot.
Okay. So I guess I want to say to Sidwell, pick that wand. We can't let them have it. And then as I unsling my short bow, I want to unleash it on the dragon because we're doing it now.
Okay.
So let's do that. Yes. So it was a 15 for an unnatural 20.
Perfect.
And let's do damage. So 3, but plus 4, right?
Plus a D4. So
Yep.
roll a D4 and add that.
So
2, so 5.
But then I can use my psionic power to add a D6 to that as well.
Nice. Is the D6 psychic?
It is psychic.
Okay, good to know. Thanks.
And that's a 2 for that one.
Perfect.
And then I guess, yeah, I just kind of want to get in a stance where if anything is coming, I'm going to actually move closer to Sidwell too, so that if something seems to be coming for him, I can try to get it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and move yourself where you'd like to. And
Yep,
as
do
you
that.
do so, does a 22 hit you, Danner?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, it does.
Okay. So you're going to take 6 piercing as something stabs you in your left side. And then you feel this strange dark will push against yours. I just have to make sure I'm reading this right. As it does, you feel yourself being pushed to your right, almost like reality itself, like the world is like trying to stop you from going that way, and then it rips and you fall through and Danner disappears.
Who of us actually sees that? Just Relic, probably, huh?
Oh yeah, Relic sees that.
Yeah. So he just disappears into a void to his right.
He just like reality ripped open and he disappeared. But right here, so I'm trying to get him off the... is Zivabeg. And there's a bloody dagger in his hand. What do you do? Let's see. Danner is gone for the moment. So, the dragon has had enough of your shenanigans.
Can I ask who has the book right now? Is it, I assume, Danner? Right? Okay.
Danner.
As far as, when we captured the seal, it was Sidwell had it, but I don't know, did we give it back after that? We didn't really discuss that.
Right.
But point of
What do
interest,
you
I
think,
want to make
Sidwell? Do you
what
have
happens
the
to my
book still?
spiritual weapon? Did it go away when I disappeared?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I would have given it back to Danner because
Okay.
it's yours.
Yeah, I have it then.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Who
probably
has the
have both
Pokegem?
of them. I would assume.
Okay.
I have both.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you still have it, Relic.
No, Danner definitely has the Pokegem.
Okay, yeah, I've got them both then.
I would have traded it to
Wherever
the
I may
possum.
roam. You can take an attack of opportunities, Relic, as the dragon launches into the air.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick him in the undercarriage. Yeah. 15. I'm still blessed, right?
You are. Roll
Can I
that
make-
D4.
19.
That'll hit.
Nice. 6 damages. 6 damage. 6.
Perfect. All right. I need Shivali, Sidwell, and Relic to make... Sorry, I need to double check this. I believe it is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And then you remember, Jeremy, because of the Bane, dragon has minus the D4 to attacks and saves.
I do.
Okay.
$14.
Can I use the D4 for this as well? Or just
It is. It's attacks and saves.
Cool. Let's add a 2. What's a 2? Yeah.
I got 23.
16.
23. 16. And what was Shivali's?
14.
14. So hovering in the air as it kind of looms over Sidwell, it says, "Give me the dagger or the wand, whatever you call it." And Shivali and Relic, you think this is the best idea you've ever heard. Sidwell, you're not so convinced, at least magically. What you choose to do is up to you.
No, absolutely not.
Nice. It is your turn. Nope, sorry, it's Relic's turn.
So I have to make an action? So I have to give him the wand, or I just
No, you don't have the wand, so you can't technically do it.
I just look over it. I just yell out, "Sidwell, that sounds pretty good. Just give it to him. We don't need it."
I guess you could take it technically that you could go over and try and take it from the ground under Sidwell's foot if you really wanted to.
I'm just trying to understand, like, am I magically inclined to want to get it and give it to him, or I could do what I want to do, but I'm just encouraged to give it to him?
You've been suggested to give him the dagger.
Okay, so it is suggestion. So yeah,
Yeah.
go over there. I just look at Zibabega like, you, I'll deal with you later, and I just go over there to go. A square is 5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, go right there. As I said, well, come get legs, give him the wand.
No, I don't think it's a good idea, man.
I just walk away from Zibabeg.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'll chime in. Yeah, forget what I said before.
Yeah, see?
Hurt.
Yeah, right there.
I don't. Why?
Because he asked nicely, and
Just
we.
feels right, you know?
I don't think it's a good idea.
I mean,
Danner, where are you? And
oh yeah, Dana, Dana is gone. I'll deal with little no man right after we give. Yes, just still so horrible to look at. Oh my, but yes, and I put just give him the one. Let's all
I pick up the wand and I put it back in like my pouch. And be like, maybe in a bit, maybe later.
Shivali, do you do anything?
Are
we gonna beat up Sidwell?
That's the thing. She wouldn't. So if it's a suggestion, we're not going there. But just like, almost like a sisterly kind of. Come on, give me the wand. Let's deal with this. You said, it's been a long week.
A week ago, I probably would have, but I feel like I shouldn't. And I'm just gonna, stand by my guns with this one.
Yes, this is your Neville Longbottom moment.
Nice, I love it. All right. About this time, Danner, you come dumping back into this existence. Can you just tell me how many hit points you have? I'm just curious.
32.
Oh, okay. Hang on, I gotta math here real quick. You have 3 hit points left.
Oh, cool.
When you hit the ground. It feels like you were pushed through some kind of like burning inferno of another plane, and then you fell back out the other side.
Okay. That wasn't very fun, but I'm back. Okay.
Did he appear where he left so we can't
He
see him
appears where he
now?
left, yeah.
Okay.
Zivibeg is nowhere to be seen.
Little punk. I'm gonna look. Do these people who are in the university, like, do I know that Naz, does she have magic?
She does.
Cool. I'm gonna get to my feet shakily and I'm gonna untie her. We're gonna need your help with this, I think.
As you ungag her, she's like, he disappeared. He went through a portal.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about that little punk right now. My friends need some help. Let's go. The rest of you sit tight. Yeah, sit tight. And he's gonna kind of crack his back.
Oh, wait, Dana, hang on.
Yeah.
And she heals you for 17 hit points.
Alrighty, thanks. It puts me back at, I'm at about 50% now. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's go.
So, sorry, I hate to tell you what to do with your character, but Relic and Shivali, you two need to continue doing what you were doing for the next 24 hours or until you're done doing what you were told to do.
All right.
So just hand over.
No, stop it. No, stop it. And I start to like...
Yeah. Come on.
No, stop.
Sidwell, is there anything that you'd like to do while they're trying to convince you?
I'm going to try to just run towards wherever Danner was and try to get away from them.
Okay. You head that way and you see Danner, as the soft glow of healing magic fades away, is starting to head in your direction.
Danner, the dragon did something to Shivali and Relic. They're trying to really convince me to give them the dagger wand thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I should. I don't think I should.
No, you thought right, kid. All right, listen, here's what we're going to do. I want you to go over there. I'm going to gesture to the courtyard area, like right around, can I ping this? Right around here. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to go around. We're going to get this bitch in the book, okay?
Let's do it.
I'm going to forearm bump him.
Sidwell.
I'm going to stay with Naz. And then I'm going to, Danner's going to make his way over here and start going up these stairs and around so that he is within. We have to be how close to these creatures? 30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, so I'm going to go in and around. I'm going to basically double move, so I go out and around, so I end up basically like over here.
Okay.
Or what would it be? 5, 10, 15, like there.
Oh.
So I'm in the 30 feet basically.
Oh, Danner's back. Danner, can you tell Sidwell to give the dragon?
Now, is this open? Can they see me in here?
Sidwell would have moved to about there. It is open, and you can see them. It's open in that Harry Potter or hallway kind of way where it has the pillars. But yeah, you can see them. They can see you, unless you duck down.
And then finally, how long was I gone? Is my spiritual weapon still going? It lasted.
It is still going. Yeah, and your bless is still going.
Cool. So I'm gonna have my spiritual.
No,
weapon.
you would need to concentration check for your bless. Sorry.
I can do that. It's a constitution check, right?
So it would be like a 16 is what you need. No.
Oops.
15.
15. No, I failed by 2.
Oh.
I don't have anything. Well, you know what? I'm gonna use my last inspiration. Thank you, Bleak.
Nice.
Because just to see
the
if
17.
I get higher. I might not get higher, but
No, just use the 17.
okay. Yeah, it's a 17.
Perfect. Everyone is still blessed.
Cool. So I'm gonna have the bless is still going. I'm gonna pull my spiritual weapon over by the human face dragon just so it can be distractionary while I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do.
Okay. It lands next to Sidwell. It flaps over here and brings its face right down to you, Sidwell.
Like I said.
Oh, what are you doing?
You got so close to my face, I didn't know what to do.
Just give me the wand.
Why do you want it?
So that I can be free like you.
But you belong in the book.
Do I?
I think so.
I don't think he does, Sidwell.
As you're looking in its eyes, I need you to, or at its face, I need you to make, sorry, I'm looking for it, a saving throw of the wisdom kind.
Bless is still going.
Shivali, he's torturing him.
Oh no.
That won't matter.
Oh, wow.
You have advantage. You have advantage. You can re-roll it.
I will use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Nice.
Bleak
Who is
saving the day.
wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Oof.
Oh.
Brutal.
So we went from a 2 to a 6 for anyone
Right.
who didn't
44.
catch that part.
A total of 8.
You are under the confusion spell as your mind kind of distorts and this thing's face kind of moves around and you're not really sure what's going on. At the start of each of your turns, you're going to roll a d10, and then we'll find out what happens from there.
Am I attracted to dragons now?
Sidwell Relic and Shivali, you're just trying to convince him to give them the relic or the dagger. But meanwhile, up on the overlook, what is Danner doing?
Danner is willing the spiritual weapon just to float around the dragon's head and swing at it so that it's getting distracted by that while I'm focusing on the book. I've got the poker gem out, I've got the book out, and I'm just putting all of my willpower into this. So the spiritual weapon is going to. Do you want me to make an attack roll for it?
I was just about to ask if you're like trying to use it as a distraction or just trying to hit it as a distraction.
It's more distractionary.
Yeah.
So I'm not really trying to like hurt it. I'm just trying to annoy it, basically.
Okay. I mean,
to stop focusing.
Go ahead and make a roll.
Okay, sure. Still the same level. 2.
Yeah. So it's more, it just swings around, but it's this glowing hammer, and it's up at its face, and it kind of pulls back a little.
Yeah, it doesn't hit it with an 8.
It's not down by Sidwell as it kind of rears back. Anything else? You're just focusing?
Just
using your
focusing
action?
on the book.
Perfect. It is it's Sidwell's turn.
So you said at the beginning of my turn I have to roll something?
You do. So roll a d10.
Okay.
So mean.
I got a 3.
A 3. You're just so unsure of what's going on. You can't take actions this turn, or move, but you can talk. You can take bonus actions, I think, or reactions. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I don't think so. I think I'm just frozen in place, staring at this.
Yeah, you just kind of not stunned, but just out of your wits for a moment there.
You got really, really nice eyes. Has anybody ever told you that?
You do feel a very large hand rooting around in your bag.
Ooh.
And Sidwell and Chevalier, what are you doing?
Sidwell is being searched.
Sorry, not Sidwell. God, I made it through this whole game pretty well.
So I'm just yelling at the dragon. I mean, I agree with giving you the one, but I don't think you should get to like that close to it. That is just so much to it. It is so bad. You don't need to get that close to me. We can see you pretty clearly. And we don't need a closer look. So.
And meanwhile, Chevalier's walking over like, let me get it. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, please, just.
He's our friend. You don't know what he's been vomiting on lately.
Go stand
Are you gonna take it out of the bag?
Go stand in the corner and turn the other way.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if I move and then, I am gonna roll for it. Is what I'm gonna do because not in her nature.
I'll move up as well.
I'll give you advantage on this. Go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
You want a wisdom? Not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I actually already have advantage on wisdom because of my Kalashtariness.
Well, it's funny because I was doing that because of that. Perfect. So
Yeah,
as you go
there.
to reach for it, there's like this whisper in your head that's just like, no, what are you doing? Stop it. No, dude, no.
And just instantly I know that is one side of my Kalashtar Quarry spirit. So it just like feeling that familiarity, you like see her like she's still moving, but there's like an inner battle happening there as she kind of twitches over and is like, no, but yes. It's like she still wants to get the wand, but now you can tell there's a moment of, am I going to give it to him or am I not? You can see that inner battle.
So as your hand hangs over the bag, Danner, there's a soft glow beginning to form around the dragon as little bits of it are coming free and turning to ink and splatting on the page and beginning to redraw. What do you do? You're muted.
Yep, I'm going to continue to focus on that, and then I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at the dragon.
So you could do a bonus action, which you can't do because your action has to be focusing on the thing.
Very good, then I will just hit it again with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon. 21.
Much better.
8 points of force damage.
It pulls its face back as the glowing hammer cracks it across its nose.
And then I just pour all of my power, all my divinity, all the belief in my friends into the book.
The thing looks down at itself. It's, no, what is this? What's going on?
You just got Sidwell, bitch.
Make a roll a d10. Oh, actually, I apologize. Roll another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I always forget at the end of your turn, you get your save again. Nice. Roll your d4 from Bless.
3. So
perfect. At the start of this turn, you just kind of shake it off. You're definitely not confused. The face isn't quite so odd. I mean, it's really disconcerting, but it's not quite so odd. What would you like to do?
I'd like
Chevalier's
to.
reaching for your pouch.
I'd like.
As well.
I'd like to take the wand out of my pouch, and if I could snap it in half.
How would you do that? So it's a magical item, and being an arcane caster, you would know that would be virtually impossible. Not totally impossible, but is there anything that you could think of that would give you leverage for it? Any abilities or things you see around?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I will honestly hold it to my chest and then curl up into a little ball and fall to my knees and hold it, protect it like a grenade.
Okay. The dragon goes to grab you, and it feels liquidy, like something splashes against you instead of its solid hand grabbing you. And you do lift up off the ground, but then quickly you fall through its grasp and you land on the ground as it begins yelling, "No, no, I was so close." And it's like kind of clawing at the ground. And you notice that like the rivulets of its claws are making claw marks, but then they just fade away and the ink splashes up on the page, and you can see it like it's trying to get out of the page. It's so angry. And you've caught this creature. And Danner, as you look at it, it says Nephiron Devil in script across the page.
And as soon as it's sucked back in, I slam the book shut.
Excellent.
And at this point, would Relic and I be better now that the dragon is gone?
Absolutely. Yeah, okay. Everyone's senses come back to themselves. You look around. Nez is helping the others be free of their bindings. You see no sign of Zivabeg. But go ahead and make me a perception check, Danner.
Sure. $20, dirty.
So as you're calming down and you looking around and helping everybody get things together, you notice a small gray form with an amulet clutched in its paw about 50 feet from you. And as it sticks the Pokegem in its little pouch, it looks over its shoulder at you. And you swear that the possum smiles at you as it jumps off the edge of the wall and disappears. And that's where we're going to wrap up for tonight. Sorry, we went quite a bit over. Dragons, right?
Dragons with human faces. They're not normal.
Dragons with human faces.
Let's do some quick outros. Let's start with Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Kevin, and I played, I almost said Sidwell. Nope, I was not Sidwell. I played Danner Bramblethorn, who was a nature cleric halfling, and this was a lot of fun. When I'm not here, you can see me on the Vase and Isis stream, which is on Sundays, right here on Guild Superior. And also, Jeremy and I play a Star Trek Adventures game. We have an episode coming out on the 11th of February. It's going to be super awesome. And I also host the Game Night Heroes podcast, which you can find anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's all audio for now, but we're getting into some streaming pretty soon, so pay attention to that. You can also find me at Kev Ran Games anywhere on the socials. So thank you so much. It's always a joy to sit down with Guild Superior, and it was awesome playing with you three and you too, Jeremy. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. I feel like extra hero points need to go to Andrew for the awesome standing up against the devil dragon. Totally clutch. Andrew, take it away.
My name's Andrew. I still haven't written an outro. My socials are in the chat. Thanks for having me. I played Sidwell Softstone, the regular schmigular human bard.
Loved it. So fun. Sid, tell us about yourself.
Sid played Relic, who was not enjoying the face on a the human face on a dragon. You can find me on social media at _SundanceSid. And reach out. I'm friendly, probably. I'm friendly. I think so. I think. Yeah. Reach out. Invite me to things. If I have the time, I'll pop on by.
Perfect. And Annika, tell us about you.
Yes, hello. Tonight I had the honor and pleasure of playing Shivali, the bard fighter Kalashtar, who just wants everyone to get along. You know, why can't we be friends? And in the real world, my name is Annika. I'm on social as Anine Wanders, and this was my first time live streaming. So if you liked it, you should invite me to some other stuff. Speaking of, I just found out that you'll be seeing me in February here on Guild Superior. So I'll keep you in the loop as that comes to fruition.
Sweet.
Send it back to you, Jer.
All right. I'm Jeremy Hochhalter. You can find me on my own Twitch at WH Publications. Head over to whpublications.com for all my publishing stuff. I publish on DM's Guild and Drive Through RPG. I've been in stuff like these wonderful books that we got to use as inspiration for this, The Tome Beast from Kobold Press. I'm on Twitter at WHPubs and Mastodon at WHPubs on Dice Camp. You already caught the Star Trek thing on the 11th, so that's the thing. And what else? I think that's it. So
wait, what creature was yours?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you have to guess.
I really want it to be the Garlicle.
It wasn't the Garlicle. I think the Garlicle is amazing.
Was it the Arculus worm?
No. It was a subtle one this time. It wasn't one of my over the top ones.
It's the one that helped the baker.
I wish the baker drake or the bakery drake is amazing. It was the seal. It was seal was mine.
I was guessing Bilby or
was it the possum?
Right.
Yeah, I was just like, it's the possum.
So thanks for tuning in tonight. Check out Kobold Press's Tome of Beasts 1-3 and the Creature Codex, which we didn't play with because it's called Tome of Beasts Unleashed, and I didn't want to cheat the system, I guess. Thanks for watching, and tune in next Monday.